sermons, just ease. Discussions flow like midnight breeze. No prophets here, just minds to tease. We talk big bangs and evolution, question faith with our solution. Stars align in our confusion, breaking free from old illusion. Join the fun, no need for trust. Dust to dust, we're stardust. No heaven high or hell to fear. Saturday night, we hold it dear. Point and laugh and myth believers. Here we're all truth seekers. Open hearts and swift deceivers. Make your stand, no hidden levers. Raise your glass to reason's thrill. No ancient text, it's our own will. Debate till dawn with the panel and host. Saturday night, where we love toast. Echoes of a godless choir. Like the world, let's spark the fire. Free thought mindset to inspire. No holy walls to take us higher. Join the fun, no need for trust. Dust to dust, we're stardust. No heaven high or hell to fear. Saturday night, we hold it dear. Join the fun, no need for trust. Dust to dust, we're stardust. No heaven high or hell to fear. Saturday night, we hold it dear. Join the fun, no need for trust. Dust to dust, we're stardust. No heaven high or hell to fear. Saturday night, we hold it dear. Holy laugh and myth believers. Here we're all truth seekers. Open hearts and swift deceivers. Make your stand, no hidden levers. Raise your glass to reason's thrill. No ancient text, it's our own will. Debate till dawn with the panel and host. Make your stand, no hidden levers. Raise a glass to reason's thrill. No ancient text, it's our own will. Debate till dawn with the panel and host. Saturday night, we'll hold it dear. Raise a glass to reason's thrill. No ancient text, it's our own will. Debate till dawn with the panel and host. Saturday night, where we love toast. Echoes of the godless choir, like the world, let's spark the fire. Free thought mindset to inspire. No holy walls to take us higher. No holy walls to take us higher.
I don't know. I've been higher than I've ever been in my life the last month or so. So I don't know if I would agree with the lyrics to that song, except for the last few days, because Dave is almost sober. Can you believe it? Not only off the RXs, but Dave is also sober on the smoking too, because as we have learned, Dave got some bad news about smoking ain't good for you. Apparently,
Hey, smoking ain't good for you?
yeah, apparently not. You know, who knew? If you abuse yourself for many, many years, things can come back to haunt you, and it did with a vengeance. I'm going to do a video on what's new recently, but just real quick, I have gone through radiation. I have had some hairs on my comb, so might have been from the radiation. Made me a little sad. Was hoping not to lose any hair, but it didn't all fall out. I was warned that zapping my brain could zap a few hair follicles, and apparently it did, because in a couple days where I had a lot of hair on my comb. And I got a port put in my chest. For those that don't know, I guess I could show it off. There's, on my chest, inside my skin, inside my body, I have a tube for getting shots. So coming up, I'm going to get my chemo. Every 3 weeks, they're going to give me shots. Speaking of,
You saying that
Mike here.
You saying that and Slim saying that would sound completely different to me. Having a tube for getting shots.
Can you fit mushrooms through that port?
Well, whatever you can run an IV, I guess.
I guess you could do IV mushrooms. Yeah, mushroom tea. Okay, I'll get on that, Dave. I'll hook you up some. Anyway, that being bald is a good thing. The idea is to get all the fuzz inside your head on the outside of your head and then get rid of it, right? So, shave it off.
Those that know me know I shaved my head for many decades. I only grew my hair once I started the YouTube channel. I thought, I'd try something a little different, and I grew the facial hair and the long hair. Before that, I never had hair on my face my entire life, and it's been it was a couple decades that I had my head shaved. So it's not a big deal if I don't have hair. It's not an issue for me, other than it took 3 years to grow it out. So it'd be a shame for it to all fall out. But it is growing on the back of my head. So good news there. Where they cut me and everything, there is hair growing.
That's good.
They said basically you get like a sunburn maybe from getting the radiation, and I think I did get that. Took a little while, but I lost some hair off my head, and it was a little sad. I can surely feel for people that are in that situation that have never lost hair, but never had a shaved head. Luckily for me, it doesn't matter. Obviously if I'm not doing well, but losing the hair isn't bothering me. If I lose my hair, then I'll be back to a shaved head. So no big deal. But I did get a port put in this week. It is surgery. I was in the surgery room. They put a needle in my neck and numbed me up, and it wasn't all that bad, really. The guy was really good, really smooth. So going forward, I don't have to get shots, and hopefully I won't have bruising or anything else because they've got this port in my chest. So what it basically does is it's just a tube. It just gives you access to giving you shots that go right into your bloodstream. And you can also take blood, whatever testing they have to do, whatever meds they have to do. And they gave me a bracelet. Here's my bracelet. Everybody can see my bracelet. I got a bracelet. So if I am unconscious or whatever, everybody can know that, hey, you don't have to stick a bunch of needles in Dave. He's got a port right in his chest. So use that. Save me from getting bruised. I would appreciate it because my arm is still bruised from a couple of weeks ago. And it's, I don't know what they did, but man, they sure missed something. But going forward, though, they said, you're not going to be all black and blue. So I'm going to hold them to their word. You ladies have been giving me the black and blue arms. That it's not going to happen. I have been feeling okay. I haven't had any problems. Main thing is I've gotten sober, so I'm not up 24 hours anymore. The steroids were keeping me up. I wasn't getting much sleep. I was eating way too much. I put on like over 20 pounds. My appetite is tapered off. I'm not hungry all the time. So a lot of that I attributed to the drugs, and it seems to be it was the drugs making me hungry, making me not tired and everything else. So Dave has been getting some sleep. My appetite is back to normal. I don't wake up starving like Marvin's. No offense to any Marvins out there, but it does rhyme. So I've been back to normal. And speaking of back to normal for Saturday Night at the Atheist too. For us around here at Saturday Night at the Atheist, we love to find terrible videos, usually apologists talking about evolution. As Stephanie would say, we must believe into the evolution. Around here, we do believe on the evolution and the Big Bang and everything that this fellow tonight just doesn't seem to think is science, as a lot of the apologists don't. But we're going to have some fun. This is a small channel. I don't remember exactly, but I think he's got like 400 views or subs or something. It's not very big either way. Last week we did cover a channel with a lot of subscribers, but it only had a few views. So I really question how somebody can have that many subscribers and so few views unless they're bought and paid for. But, you know, maybe not. You know, who knows? Just saying.
Well, that's apparently quite American, being bought and paid for.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. So how you can have 20,000 subscribers and 2 views, I don't know. But we covered the one last week. I attributed it to you don't really have that many people watching your videos. I don't care what it says on the sub count. But this week I am back to my normal looking for sub count, looking for view counts, and the fewer the better, because we don't like that stuff at Saturday Night the Atheist, because anybody can repeat, you know, the garbage out there. We like to see what folks have to say for themselves. And this guy really seems to have a lot to say for himself. So Mike seems to agree. Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
This is Life Place Church. Is that what they call it? Life Place Church?
Something like that. Yeah, let me.
Life. Yeah, I don't know what the hell this is. So okay, more about the channel.
Pull it up.
Let's get a little. Okay, he's I don't know, been around since 2020. He's got 795 videos, 62,000 views. Is that good? I don't know.
Yeah, well, you know, getting a lot. Somebody's watching.
Midweek lift. He's got something called Big Tent Revival. Ooh, that ought to be fun. Big Tent Revival. Touching Heaven, Changing Earth. Questions Jesus asked. Jesus asked questions? Who did he what?
I don't know.
What?
Wait.
Jesus
Why doesn't all-knowing God need to ask questions?
I know. Why does he need to ask questions? He should know everything. Like Jesus.
Well, I brought up last week that even
like
Ken Ham was questioning Jesus's choice of taking Vody away from him. So
oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and I wanted to touch a little bit on Answers in Atheism, Answers in Genesis from Answers in Atheism, to see what you have to say about the recent goings-ons over there. Bodie's gone. Martin Isles went in and out. Well, Jensen is still there, but Jensen is I don't know. He didn't start out there, and I don't think he may end up not ending his career at Answers in Atheism.
Well, he's in this
Answers in Genesis.
He's in this crazy niche. He's obsessed with Native Americans, and he thinks that the Romans chased them out of Asia in 400 AD. That's when the Native American. Yeah, that's his theory. That the Native Americans came over here in 400 AD. They ran across all of the Americas, all the way down to, the tip of Chile, and proliferated and created all these temples and all that stuff in, that short of time. Between then and Columbus, when Columbus came and killed them all with disease. So I mean, I don't understand. He's just crazy.
Okay, and I thought the Mormon theory about the Native Americans was crazy.
Yeah, Jensen's worse than the Mormon.
That's what I said. He seems to be listening to or reading some of the Mormon materials, because he seems to be with the tales he's telling lately, that we were here and before everybody else, and it rings kind of Mormonish. Where he's getting this from, I don't know, other than he wants to be special.
It makes sense. We got all those stories of the Romans on horses, on the Roman cavalry going into Asia, and there were all these teepees, and they chased them. They chased them over, and then they they swam across that little section of water between Alaska and
no, and winter sometimes you can walk from.
Yeah, but not after 400 AD or around 400 AD. There was water there then, so I'm sorry they had to swim. So, but they swam, with their their bows and arrows and teepees and all the other cliche bullshit. I don't know what he's crazy. He is crazy.
Well, there seems to be, according to Joel Duff, that Ken Ham doesn't want to let go as much as he says. He wants to hand over the reins, supposedly, because of his age and everything, and he wants to retire, spend time with the grandkids, blah blah blah. But it seems like Ken doesn't really want to let go of power.
Yeah,
I completely get that. Like in his group of people, he's pretty powerful. Like he's the dude.
And
but
rigid.
He is getting older, so he's probably thinking, maybe I should calm down a bit and do a bit less. But giving up that power, like that's hard.
It's like if you sell your house and then these new people buy it and they come in and they change your Euclid green paint to some pastel color. It pisses you off, so you come back in the house and tell them that, okay, I'm sorry, get out. That's what they did with Isles.
Yeah, if anybody's not on my friends list and hadn't gotten the link to the video, Dr. Joel Duff had a video out this week that's called Ken Ham's Ark Encounter is Taking on Water.
That's a good one.
So check out Dr. Joel Duff. He's usually pretty good about staying on these things.
He's my favorite Christian.
Nathaniel Jeanson did put out a 5-minute video, the real reason why 99% of scientists reject biblical creation. Maybe, that's a hint there, Nathaniel. They have been pushing hard lately that the scientists are out to get Ken Ham for some reason. And that's why they're saying these things. It has absolutely nothing to do with all the evidence.
Well, it has nothing to do with Ken. It has to do with what Ken says.
That too. So we are going to do our usual. We're gonna have listen to what this apologist says and see if it aligns with what Ken Ham has put in his ear, because maybe that's where he gets it from. The idea that we just say these things because we're out to get Ken Ham, or we're some suggest that we're devil worshipers. Still haven't gotten where that's from. I'm hoping Simos will chime in. Simos says he's going to be a little bit late this evening, so we do expect Simos to join us. Scott Duke is moving apparently, so he says he probably won't be here tonight. But as always, he wishes us well. Says hello to everybody, and we did do a marquee for a thumb, which was one of Scott's ideas, and figures that Scott wouldn't be here the week that I used the marquee idea. So, but we do attribute.
That's his own fault.
Yeah, so he should have been here. And Dave will start chemo next week. They wanted me to start on Friday, but I said, I just had surgery and I'm kind of sore. And the doctor kind of said, you should take it easy. And even though they said that the port is ready to use, I thought it would be a better idea to, let it settle in a little bit for a few days. Because it's like an IV. There's nothing holding it in my body or anything. They just kind of put it in your body and they put the tube in the vein, and the vein just kind of closes around. And Mike looked it up, and they've got quite the dose of meds they're going to give me to attack tumors. So hopefully it does what it does. Hopefully the thing they did to my head does good, and they're expecting me to be around for a while. I guess they're scheduling me out months and months away from now. So apparently the doctor expects me to be around. So for those of you that were hoping you wouldn't have to hear my mouth, it looks like my mouth is going to be on YouTube for at least a little while. So
yeah, and if you do get sick, Dave, I'm hoping that Brainless and Simos and Scott will join me in trying to keep SNATA going. So
that's right, Mike.
Oh, hell fucking yes.
Mike,
if you don't feel like doing it, so
yeah, Mike has said very graciously, "Hey, Dave, if you don't feel up to it, take the night off," and I do appreciate that. And if I'm not feeling up to it, Saturday Night at the Atheist will still go on. Mike has graciously agreed to host the show, and Mike and I talk a lot. I've got a lot of videos in my folders, so we can always find something to talk about.
Yeah.
And so far so good, and that I don't have a lot of bad reactions would be ideal. So we'll see how it goes. But in the meantime, hello everybody. Why don't we say hello to people in the chat before we play our video? We've got Ryan Murphy, we've got Fred, we've got Tilting Windmill as usual. Tilting Windmill, a great supporter of the channel. We have Jackie dropping emojis. We have Demon Orb here with us. We have Ryan Cultastic. Ryan, great outfit last night. I don't know what to say. You were quite convincing, being your alter ego there and everything. Great job dressing up for Halloween, and everybody else that did too. Skeptic Haven had a charity event last night, raising some money for some folks, including our own Ember, who we frequently have, if not every week, in the description. Make sure you help out Ember, and make sure you help out the other folks from Skeptic Haven too. They're having some medical bills and some money problems. Thank you. And there's Pragmatic. Speaking of, Joe has been sending folks over. Appreciate Joe too. Joe's another great supporter of the channel. Hello, Eric. Hello, Look at the Trees. Hello, let's see, Eric Wander. Eric's been a member here for 2 months. Long live Toast, Bigfoot, and SNATA. Well, you know what that gets. That gets a You Rock.
You rock, let's rock with the fire in our veins. Rock on to the sky, to the thunder and rain. All hail Bigfoot, the legend, the king. He walks among the shadows, the wild spirits sing.
Thank you very much, Eric. You rock. And I have been working on a new video. The last one I did is kind of choppy. It was when I was on a lot of prescription drugs, and I think I just wasn't, on my usual editing cut, whatever you want to call it. Was a little bit off. So
you have some idea what the first 57 years of my life were like.
So I am working on another one, because that one, the one I made, was a little jumpy on the cuts, but I am working on some new ones. So we'll have some new ones coming with some frolicking Bigfoot and smiling and pointing like the other ones were. I just didn't like the last one. It didn't turn out the best. So we will fix that. Don't worry. And Ryan is here, and Quasar is here. Let's Farm is here. And let's see, I think I've got Skeptic Philosophy is chiming in. We Are DNA is chiming in. Deconverted Man. Deconverted Man put up a survey. That's the word. Deconverted Man has done a couple of them before, and I've participated in. Deconverted Man, I do plan on answering you. I've already copied and pasted it. I will be responding to you. And if anybody hasn't responded to Deconverted Man, he's got a couple questions up. Take a moment. It's not very long. Respond to Deconverted Man if you're a believer, or, well, especially if you're a non-believer. He's asking us another question or two. Take time to respond to it.
Did I get that from him?
He put it up on a post, a community post, or whatever you want to call it.
Really?
So check that out. If you don't have it, I can send it to you, Mike. But yeah, Deconverted Man, hello. I do have your thing copied, and I will be answering you as soon as I get a chance. All right. And I think that's everybody. So hello, everybody. If I missed you, I am sorry. Brainless Steel has been here 6 months. Brainless, you've been around here longer than 6 months. I mean, you're here
I've
every
been a
week.
member for 6 months, more than 6 months.
Well, I've only had memberships about 6 months, so we'll
I
give that
think
one
that
to
was
you.
about 6 months. Yeah.
And just because Brainless is here too, Brainless gets one too. So Brainless, you rock as well, and thanks for being a great part of the show.
You rock, let's rock with the fire in our veins. Rock on till the skies, till the thunder and rain. All hail Bigfoot, the legend, the king. He walks among shadows, the wild spirits sing.
And my new video will be similar with You Rock, although it's tweaked out a little bit, to a little rough edges taken out, and hopefully I'll have that ready for next week. I was hoping to have it ready for this week, but to tell you the truth, for as much as I've been jacked up the last month, I've been jacked down, coming off all these meds, catching me up on my sleep, falling asleep in my chair. I haven't been doing a member stream. I haven't been doing a weekly stream. I hope everybody understands that I just fell asleep in my chair. Coming down off the drugs is almost as hard as going onto all the drugs. But
Oh yeah, most definitely.
yeah, going forward, the only drugs I'll be on are, ones that are anti-chemo, keep my belly stabilized and stuff like that. So hopefully Dave won't be all jacked up like Dave was. And I want to apologize if I've said anything or if I've acted funny or whatever for the last month or so. Please understand, Dave was on a lot of drugs. If you don't know, these are the kind of things I've been dealing with. Cups with dates and times and everything on taking pills. The wife's been on me, helping me out, making sure I take my drugs. There was a lot of them, but they've been cut down. Some of them I'm not on anymore, and others are either cut in half or cut in a quarter, and they're almost gone. Most of my stuff I'm not re-upping on the prescriptions or anything. I'm all done and over with. And I go and I see the surgeon this week, and he has the final say on what he did inside my head and if I should be on any more drugs. Most of the drugs were making sure my brain was okay because they was in there, messing around with Dave's brain. And that's kind of an important thing to make sure it's okay. So I understand.
Dave, trust me, you don't need a brain. Just replace it with microchips.
Especially to do YouTube streams, you don't need a brain.
Apparently not.
I was looking at an email.
If your brain stops working, you also always can become a young Earth creationist or a flat earther. Or
I could do that.
Yeah. I was
Austin,
looking for,
how you doing?
I was looking for Deconverted Man's email, and American Vision sent me a nice little story, Eat or Be Eaten, why it might be okay to eat your neighbor. If atheism is right, can anything be wrong? I'm looking forward to reading that. And it says something about it says not all atheists are bad, but some are, but they're all intellectually dishonest. Oh my God. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Okay, it's okay to eat your neighbor, according to these guys. Well, that's a good thing to know if I run out of if I run out of liverwurst or ham.
If my neighbor was a pretty lady, I wouldn't mind eating her. Never mind.
Yeah, well, yeah. Oh no. Oh, you pulled a Leo.
Hello, Ed. How you doing? Deconverted Man. You're more than welcome. I will take care of that, Deconverted Man. And Deconverted Man also has a link. I'm guessing that is the survey. If you haven't taken Deconverted Man's survey, please do so. More the merrier. Austin is driving home, listening and driving. Be careful, Austin. Make sure you keep an eye on the road. AJ, good to see you. AJ was hosting last night, and I also spread the word around. And let's see who else has come in here. We are DNA. Jackie, I think I already said Heidi. If I didn't, hello. It was great. It was great seeing Ryan on last night. So make sure you check that out if you missed it last night. And I'm sure there's a link for donations to some people who are well deserving of it. And let's see. Deviant is here also. And Jedi. Somebody said Jedi's here. All right. Hey, Jedi. Hey, Quasar. Good to see you.
You mentioned Jackie.
Jackie, if I didn't say hey, Jackie. Hey, Jackie. How you doing?
And then Eric Wander.
Eric Wander. Everybody's dropping in. Samami's dropping in.
27 of those poor, deluded atheists out there.
Dr. Mordecai, hello. Let's Farm, hello. Trees is here, hello.
Breaking news, atheists. It's okay to eat your neighbor.
We're going to eat our neighbors. Yeah.
Yep. And babies. Baby's
the top
better.
dog. We got the top dog in here with us. Hello, top dog. Good to see you. All right. So let's scroll back down here. And hello. If I missed anybody, hello.
Yeah.
And with that, I don't know where they get the idea that we have symbolism for demons or anything. Atheists don't believe in that stuff either. So stop with that. I don't know where that comes from.
That's
we
weird.
do have a bit of a reputation. And speaking of having a reputation,
No such thing as an atheist. You guys do not exist. Hey, Answers in Atheism, and that desktop idiot, and that desktop idiot, and that desktop idiot.
And that
we love the desktop idiot around here.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite videos I've ever done. Brad is a special case.
amazing.
Maybe we'll play it again
He
near the end.
definitely is a special case. Like this dude, he's special. He's very special.
I do
Not
like
in the way
playing the
he
video,
wants to be, but in the way your mom says, "You're a very special boy."
I don't like to play too much for everybody, but if you're not getting sick of it yet, good, because there's more of that to come. So we will get to him eventually, as we always do. But in the meantime, we're going to pull up our lesson from Deviant Outcast. What do we got here? Been a member for 5 months. Deviant Outcast is awesome. We give Deviant Outcast a shout out too. Let's see. How about some toast?
We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
And we love people that have been members for 5 months, like Deviant. So thanks a lot, Deviant, for being a member for 5 months.
Could have been.
Okay, here we go. We got tonight. We're going to have, as Mike was talking about, this person has some videos out about our usual topics, and one of them is on biology. And if we have time, we'll look at another one of his videos, but usually we don't get through one video as it is. Yeah. But I always have backups just in case. So we're going to see what he has such a hang up about biology. I mean, doesn't everybody have biology in school these days? I don't know what his problem is.
My memory of going to church when I was like 6 to 8 years old, I don't remember the pastor ever talking about biology or evolution.
No.
So something has changed in that you get your biology facts now from church.
Yeah, who knew? But hey, we'll take it. Hello,
Yeah.
Gerard, or is it Gerard? Either
I like
way,
Gerard.
Gerard. All right. Hello.
Katie Dotson.
Katie Dodson is here. Fred's here.
Fred Harvey thinks he exists, but he doesn't. No.
Deconverted Man says lobsters exist. You got to watch out. I mean,
No,
if anybody knows, Deconverted Man does. So even though he had to end his stream after the person wouldn't agree with him the other day that lobsters do exist. So it was a short stream, but I understand why you cut him off, Deconverted Man, because you asked a direct question and he didn't want to play around with your direct question. So that's the way it goes. So I did see he responded to you in a video. I saw that one as well. So interesting perspective he has. I don't like the pre-sup arguments either. A Deconverted Man, as people know, uses the lobster. I use the Bigfoot. Other people use the teapot, the spaghetti monster, the giraffe.
I'm a little teapot.
Yeah, there's so many pre-sup responses that are out there, and we all feel the same way about pre-sup. So, and I think this guy might be one too. I'm not going to label him, but he just might be. So we'll let it play, and you can decide for yourself. So here we go.
All right. Well, tonight we're going to talk about biology.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, he starts the sermon out by talking about biology. And like Mike said, what kind of church is it that they're talking about biology?
Yeah. What the hell?
It's not science
Maybe
class.
wants to hide science.
Birds and the bees? Birds and the bees. Maybe. Oh, this
Could
could
be.
be a sex talk. Yeah. This could be it's gonna be good.
Might get spicy.
Yeah,
We might need Ryan to put on or call on her alter ego, because I understand he can get quite spicy. So
So that's
we'll
gonna
see.
be a lot of giggity.
Could be.
Now, we've already discussed DNA quite a bit. I don't know that I need to go there.
Well, if you've already discussed DNA, why are you talking about biology? Because it pretty much sums it up right
I
there.
don't know.
But
I'd like to hear his discussion on DNA.
yeah, well,
What's
he's
that?
got other videos, so
Maybe we'll find that one.
we might revisit this feller. We'll see.
Oh, never.
Let me get a drink here.
Midweek. Oh, live. Are these
They
live?
got water for me.
Yeah, these are live. Listen.
Yeah, he's got quite a mix. I was looking through real quick. He's got quite a mix of stuff. Some of them had kids in them, and I usually skip over those. But the rest of them, we may revisit. I'll look through his stuff. He was in my folder from the past. So what he's put out recently, I don't know. I'll have to take a look.
Well, somebody
Last week
explain it. Could you
Go ahead.
explain to me why in videos everywhere kids exist? Did you know that there are children? Why do they blur them out? Children are not going to look like that when they're adults, right?
I
You
try
think
to
they would
avoid
blur-
it because YouTube avoids it.
But why?
unless you're-
Why are children so taboo all of a sudden? It's like you
I
can't
don't
look
know.
at one. Like
It's
what
a-
the
it's a
fuck?
pri-
You have to hit that one button that says yes, there are children in this video, and when you
Really?
hit that button, then you can't do other things.
they
They aren't
put your
available
video.
to use. So
Like, oh my God,
Yeah.
children exist. It's
Yeah,
like,
they-
oh,
and they've got
I
their YouTube has their new thing too about trying to keep kids off of YouTube.
anyway, that's some bullshit. Man.
So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
so I just avoid the whole thing altogether. Usually, yeah, if you're gonna have kids in your stuff, it's a good way to keep me away, because as soon as I
Okay.
see them, I go, no, spank you.
So this apologetics video is from 2 years ago, isn't it? This one? Is this old?
Yeah, he's got a handful of them before that.
Yeah. It's 2 years ago. So, okay. But I wonder if it's alive or if it's, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, he came up with the keywords I punch in, which are evolution, biology, Big Bang, a lot of the things that, yeah. So
build my, I gotta find this. Oh, icons of evolution,
Yeah, that's
Genesis and
one.
the age of the earth. Okay, I found them. Cosmology
got-
and the Big Bang. Okay,
Mhm.
apologetics introduction. Where's the one on DNA? God damn it! That must be in
No,
the
you better find it.
introduction. I gotta find it
Yeah.
because I want to know about DNA. I don't get it at all. This DNA stuff.
I
What
want
do
to
they
know who the
mean?
icons of evolution are.
DNA.
And what?
I'm guessing
DNA,
Richard
yeah.
Dawkins or. But yeah, he's got the mix, and it's in our song, right? Saturday Night the Atheist. We look at Big Bang and evolution, and those seem to be the big ones. Speaking of, Mike's been having conversations with one of our favorites, Bread of Life, and she's big on evolution and Big Bang. And people often ask, is there any field of science that young Earth creationists accept? Not really, because in denying evolution and the Big Bang, it pretty much denies every field of science in some way or another. So when we call them anti-science and they take offense to it, well, don't be against every field of science, and we won't say you're anti-science, because whether you realize it or not, it doesn't matter how much you cherry pick it, you are cherry picking it, and you are ripping pages out of biology books, chemistry books, physics books. So it's fair to say you're anti-science.
Yeah, Rebecca just had a big talk with Nestling, and her argument is that if biologists use words like recognition, like if one protein recognizes a strand of DNA, then obviously biologists believe in intelligent design. So, because otherwise we'd never use the word recognition or what is it? Oh my God. I just drew a blank. I can't. Hydrophilic and homophilic. We'd never use those words if we didn't believe in teleology. Otherwise we'd never say that.
Speaking
She
of
actually says, "Oh no, that one's okay," but the other ones
drawing a
aren't.
blank. I was writing a check the other day, and
your name?
no, I forgot how to do a 6 in cursive.
Oh yeah, wow.
And I
don't
don't know if it was
Writing
from
cursive.
they radiated 6 in my brain or if it was just a brain fart or whatever. But it really bothered me that for a few moments, for the life of me, I couldn't write a 6 in cursive.
What is a check? I don't understand what you mean by that. A check?
Dave is still old school on some things.
You still
certain
have
utilities.
checks? Oh
Certain
my God,
utilities, I only write a check for.
That's not the right question. If he has checks, are there still places that accept checks?
Yeah, right.
What the
I don't.
fuck?
No.
It doesn't
Dave,
leave
you-
my.
Pretty sure over
It doesn't
here
leave
you-
my house. It stays here. But there are certain utilities who still get a check because they have charged people, and people have waited months and months to get their money back. And the utilities charge us enough. I'll be damned if they're going to charge me for something I didn't use, and then have months and months to even get the money back. So, yes, I do write checks for certain utilities. Yes, I do.
Checks are interesting. You get a piece of paper and you make some stuff up and you get money for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
but well, I've had
You can
checks
make
for
up
so
any
long.
number you
I
want.
I figured I might as well put them to good use. Now, most of my bills are taken care of, but some of the utilities, I just don't trust them with my money. So that's why you get a check.
Fair.
In fact, my niece got arrested for making up numbers on her checks.
Yeah, you
Oopsie.
should not make up numbers.
Quasar says Australia in December 2025 law comes into effect banning under 16-year-olds from using any social media. So yeah, they're
Under 16,
jumping in with
wow.
Are you kidding?
YouTube and that. Yeah, there's been a big push to keep the kids off of social
How
media,
the,
and
how the hell are they going to do that?
I don't disagree with it. I think kids should be kids. You've got your whole life to not be a kid.
Yeah, but
Go be a kid for a little while.
Yeah, no,
I really
think
can't argue against
16 is like, and I also think it depends on what. Like, yeah, Instagram and TikTok, yeah, but like YouTube, like, That's
Yeah,
something
what worry-
completely different. Like YouTube also has a shit ton of useful stuff on it.
Mhm.
Yeah, what worries me is how are they going to enforce that? What kind of hoops are we going to have to jump through to use for us to use it, right? I don't know.
I'm not sure, but I'm not going to argue against it because like I said, I'm old school enough to say, hey, maybe you should go outside and throw a ball around or ride your bike or, be a kid because
you can do both. But you can
being
do
a
both.
kid is such a short part of your life. Okay.
They ain't going to
Way
do
too
that.
short.
Get out and kick a ball and ride a bike and throw some snowballs and, those kind of things because you don't get that time back. So, I'm not going to argue against it.
Raid some gardens, vandalize some buildings. I mean, have a good time.
Yeah. We won't bring up everything that we did as kids, but get out and
climb the water tower and climb the water tower and get the police all upset.
Yeah,
that was a good one. Yeah, that was a good one.
Hey, Gio, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hey, Gio.
So, there are some things that kids should experience as kids. And, go out and do them, kids. I mean, come on. You can do YouTube your whole life. You can do TikTok and all these other things. And what, you're going to call people names or whatever and, a bunch of useless stuff that folks do on the internet. You got your whole life to do that.
You know what? But you know what the problem is with a law like this? Then they'll come with like, oh, yeah, we got to, how can we enforce it? Well, I have to age verify everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Age verify.
They
and
will be that
maybe
you do not want age verification online because that is a way to track you.
I do have issues with that.
Then they will if you have to verify your age, your name is linked to what porn you watch.
Yep, it'll steal credentials too.
Especially you Americans, do you want your government to know what porn you watch?
Yeah, I do have issues with Big Daddy babysitter or whatever you want to call it, but
speaking of things,
there is a thing for parents, tell your kids to go outside and throw a ball.
Yeah.
Speaking of things kids did,
come on,
have either of you cow skied? Do you know about cow skiing? Have you ever cow skied?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. No. Okay, on a dewy morning when the grass is all wet, you go out there and you grab the cow's tail and he starts running, and then you whip in and out of the cow pies so that you got to miss the cow pies as they pull you across the field. That was fucking fun.
I did learn what cow tipping was.
They really get going.
Fucking crazy.
Man, do they get going, those cows. They can run when they get their... Yeah, anyway. Try it out. You could do it today. You can still do it.
But be careful.
They probably won't. Like if I do that, they'll probably can't even run, or they'll pull their tail up or something.
Well, you got to make sure you get your tail extended, or you'll get kicked in the nuts.
Yeah, do be careful with the cows because cows take out a lot of people every year. So if you're gonna mess with the cows, make sure you know what you're doing because a cow is a big animal.
Like, holy.
Yeah, well, there are certain cows, they call them bulls. Don't mess with those. Don't cow ski with bulls.
Don't mess with the bulls.
Don't mess with the bulls.
I saw a sign that said, our bull can cross this field in so many seconds. So if you can't do it in so many seconds, we suggest you don't cut across our bull's field.
Yep.
Yeah, but the stupid thing with that is you got to put up a stupid sign like that because if you put a sign, be aware there's a bull in this field, people will still fucking get in that field because people are so fucking stupid. They do not realize that a bull is extremely dangerous. Like, just a cow.
I brought it up earlier. We are surrounded, Brainless. It's something we have to deal with. People bring up often, who needs a sign to tell them, like you just said, who needs a sign to tell you, stay out of the bull patch? People don't care. I mean, you put up a sign and they still go and they play around with the bull. I mean, what are you going to do?
So Fred Harvey says,
even cows are dangerous. Don't get in the field with the cows. Like if the cows get angry at you,
if they
want you dead, you're dead.
If you get in a field with a dog and a herd of cows, they will chase the dog and trample you. But anyway, Fred Harvey says, poor cow. Sounds mean. We also used to do pig flipping. What you do is you get a big aluminum pipe and you hold it in the middle of the pig pen, and then you chase the pigs across the pipe, and when they cross the pipe, you flip the pig. We used to do pig flipping all the time. It was a favorite sport.
I so many things I missed out living in the city.
Oh yeah. You got to live in the country if you want to have fun. Yeah.
Damn, you're a hillbilly.
Completely forgot to drink it. I need to drink it tonight. Let me read you Psalms 148:5. Let every created thing.
Wait, I thought
give
they were going
praise
to talk about biology, and now they're pulling up Psalms.
Now he's reading from the Bible. I know. I'm confused too.
Psalm trees.
I don't get the link. I don't get the link.
I think it's psalm trees. He's talking about psalm trees.
Okay.
the Lord, for he issued his command, and they came into being. You understand what?
Wow. So the Bible says that God is real and made everything, and something else in the Bible says God is real and made everything. What a coincidence.
Dave, here he pulls up Psalms. This is a human attributing something to God. This is not God saying anything. This is a human coming up with something.
Mm. Very funny how it works out that way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, we got a smart person in the chat. Geo Sam, one intelligent individual. I don't mess with the bulls. Yeah, good for you, Geo.
Yeah,
don't mess with bulls. That should be on the t-shirt.
Don't ever
It's
try
on
to
the
milk
t-shirt.
the bull. Don't milk
I've
the
got
bull.
I've seen
tonight's t-shirt, for those that didn't see it, is it says believe in yourself even when no one else does, and it has a picture of Bigfoot. So that is my shirt.
There you go.
So make sure you believe in yourself, and that includes don't mess with the bulls. Okay.
Yeah, but hey, speaking about milking bulls, like I've not seen that, but I have seen people milk pigs.
Oh, jeez.
Hey,
Leave the
it's a
animals
job.
alone. Leave the animals
No,
alone.
They need the semen to impregnate the other piggies. So,
Yeah, I know.
If they don't really want, they'll help them a bit.
I've
so fucking.
I've seen the ones
dude.
taking samples from different animals, and it's like, who fills out that job application in the first place? You know, yeah, I'm really good at making animals happy. So, hey, whatever, you know.
That's saying he commanded it happened. That's agreeing with the book of Genesis.
The book of Psalms agrees with the book of Genesis. Well, you're off to a strong start there, Mr.
Yeah, that's
Mr.
why
guy.
that's probably why they picked that psalm to put in there.
Yeah.
Like, if it was a psalm that didn't agree with Genesis,
We've all seen
then they probably
Jackass.
didn't put it in.
Speaking of Jackass, what is it? They're gonna revamp a show with Jackass hosting it.
Oh no!
Dang, it's slipping my mind. Maybe somebody in the chat knows, but they're gonna revamp a show with the guy from Jackass. I saw it the other day. So
Jerry
maybe
Springer
that'll be
meets Jackass.
Yeah, you know.
That would be good. I'd watch
Dang it, which show is it? Maybe it'll come to me. No, it's not Steve-O. It's the other one.
We Are DNA.
Dang it, I'm drawing a blank. Too many lasers to the brain. But yeah, they're talking about revamping a show with the guy from dang it. I'm just gonna get mad at myself for not thinking.
Johnny Knoxville?
Thank you. Johnny Knoxville. Johnny Knoxville with gray hair is gonna be hosting the revamp of some show. So watch for that to come anyways. I saw a commercial.
It
Fear
wasn't
factor.
anything over.
Fear factor. Thank you very much, Brainless. You're on it
Google
tonight.
is your motherfucking friend.
Yeah, Knoxville is going to do Fear Factor. All right. So,
Oh
we're gonna
my
have to-
god. Yeah, that actually has a recent picture of him. Oh my fucking god.
he's
Yeah.
gray, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. I remember
Fuck,
that
we're
part.
getting old.
I remember that he was gray.
I
Millions of years,
I don't
somehow randomly it all came together.
Oh, there's
randomly.
there's your favorite, Mike. It just
randomly.
randomly happened.
Randomly.
You know? They don't know how. It just somehow it just did it.
Yep, had nothing to do with causation at all. Just random.
Yeah, forget what's in all those books and papers and everything. It just somehow happened, which is one of Bread's favorite lines. They don't know how they did it. It's just they just made up a story. It's like, yeah, forget all those books and all those papers and all those scientists and forget all that stuff. It just happens.
He
No, they
spoke and it
prefer-
happened.
Yeah,
And that is
they,
the power of our God.
they prefer he spoke and it happened over random.
Yeah, they prefer magic over random.
Yeah.
Fear Factor. Yes, it is Fear Factor. And Fear Factor, the next chapter. And Knoxville looks old. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I said, Tilty. Come
Absolutely,
on,
Tilting.
stay with the program, bitch.
And I got to be honest with you, that's a lot more believable than it all happened by accident.
Oh, there
No,
it
it ain't.
is.
No,
Yeah.
it ain't.
There
No,
is.
it ain't.
So much more
Why is that
believable.
more believable?
None of it is an accident.
Like
From the simplest molecules, there is a reason that they form molecules. It's not an accident. If you try to take elements that don't bond together, you don't get it. So there is no accident in any way. It's directed. It's purposeful. Certain elements bond with others, and certain ones don't.
Like, I don't know. There's no purpose to it. Like there's no actual purpose to our life. We got to give that ourselves. Like it happened, and like I think by accident or random. Like, and to be fair, like they say, God made us, so we're special. But like,
Yeah.
if you look at
We are special.
all the stars in the sky, and like how many planets that could have life, that are the random chance that our planet has life that evolved into us, how much more special is that?
Yeah.
I think that's
Well,
so much more special.
Tilting says it's coming to Fox in January 2026. So there you go. You got something to look forward to coming up very soon. Is Johnny Knoxville on Fox?
So it's much. So have these guys ever seen Wizard of Oz when the curtain comes down? It's much more believable to think that a magic man Wizard of Oz spoke it into existence than it is that it happened naturally.
Yeah, when they say that, they obviously are not hearing themselves because they believe that the Wizard of Oz just says it and it is, and isn't that the same thing? So,
Yeah, I go out in the yard and
we've got Fred dropping 10 Australian bucks on us. Power is the point of the whole damn thing. And
wait a minute, there's no such thing as Australian dollars.
Yeah,
Really?
you know, we acknowledge Australia because we have a lot of friends and a lot of channel supporters in Australia. So
No,
we'll
I think that
discount a
means
lot of the
Merca.
countries, but not Australia. And
That doesn't exist, man. Like
Merca dollars.
thanks a lot, Fred. And Fred, let's see, we got to pick out a good one for Fred. And
no,
Merca
and
dollars.
like that. A is not Australian dollars. It's
That's
atheist
Merca
dollars. Come on,
it's atheist dollars.
Come on. How
Okay.
did you not come up with that one?
Okay, we'll take that one. And
dollar reduced. Tilting
I know.
windmill. They're dollar reduced.
I know Fred likes toast. So Fred, just for you,
We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
thank you, Fred. And I hope you enjoyed your toast today. And everybody else out there, I hope you enjoyed your toast as well. Thank you, Fred. You rock. Let me get
Oh boy, what's he
back
gonna
on the
say?
screen there.
What's he going to say next?
Fred says he loves toast. Well, good, Fred. Then that was a good pick.
Especially Answers in
And-
Atheism toast.
We have Answers in Atheism toast from Jackie right on cue, and from Geo Sam as well. So there you go, Mike.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop. Well done.
Oh, he doesn't have enough faith.
I don't have enough faith to be an atheist, folks. I really don't.
You don't need any faith
Good,
to
we
be an
don't want you in
atheist.
our club.
Here we go again, and it's a favorite thing to say here on Saturday Night the Atheist, as well as across my channel, that an atheist is your fault, Mr. Pastor. Okay, you're telling me something, and I'm saying, I don't believe you. You don't provide a convincing argument. So the fault isn't with me. They try to put the fault in my lap. The fault is not with me. If you provide a good answer or a good whatever, good story, as Rebecca likes to call it,
No.
whatever, then I will have to accept theism. But you don't. You just throw out stupid things like, oh, I don't have enough faith to be an atheist, repeating Frank Turek, who's one of the worst, and I have to agree, I think it was Mark Reed that said it the other day, Frank Turek is one of the worst apologists, and people repeat him all the time. And if you're going to repeat one of the worst apologists, then I can only assume that you don't really care about the argument. And hey, good to see you, Dade Murphy.
Dade.
Thank you very much for stopping by. And Ed says toasted bagels work too. Do toasted muffins count? Absolutely, they count, Fred. Anything that's toasted is toast. So we have no favorites. And I've said many times, my toaster is spring loaded. So you can put the thin slices in, you can put the thick slices in. It accommodates them all. So bagels, muffins, anything that'll fit in there, absolutely, it's toast. And Stop the Stupidity drop in the green as well, gifting 5 captive desk memberships. Well, Stop the Stupidity, we'll have to check this out here. Stop the Stupidity hooked up Lilith, Chrissy, I want. Okay, we'll go with you. And Comic Brandon and Duff Freak. Duff Freak, we don't always agree, but you know what I like about Freak is that we can agree to disagree. So that's the best part about Freak. I don't agree with Freak, and Freak don't agree with me. But we say, hey, what's up? And then we say we don't agree. So I think that's one of the best things about social media is agreeing to disagree. And Stop the Stupidity. This also means that, let's say we just did a toast. What do we want to do? We'll do the new version. How about that?
Toast is good.
And
Your edited version?
there will be a new version coming out as soon as I get around to it. I've got the things loaded in DaVinci, and as soon as I trim them off a little bit or something, hopefully next week we're going to have a new one. I like to keep up to date and, so to speak, on who is and who is that? Oh, that's Simos. Okay. Simos with his hand reaching out at me, trying to grab me. What's he doing over there? Well, we're going to find out. Hello, Simos.
Hello, everybody.
Finally,
Hey,
showed
what's
up.
up?
Hey,
Good to see
I
you.
had a few important things I needed to do, and I
Important
managed
stuff,
to. If I may take a moment, Dave.
Sure, go
I
ahead.
don't know if I'm interrupting this important video, but I noticed earlier you were requesting questions for atheists.
Mhm.
So I've been busy, and while I was busy, I asked my audience for some questions to atheists, and my OnlyFans page came up with some questions, and I don't know. Can I ask them now?
Sure,
Would
go
that
ahead.
be all right?
Sure,
So these are 3 questions that my OnlyFans patrons asked to atheists, and I'll say all 3 first, and then you can answer them in any order you like. That's fine. The first question they asked is, how do you get something from nothing, atheist? That was the first question.
Oh.
Difficult one, I know. Difficult one
It
to
is.
answer, but I think we can
I'll answer
manage.
that one later.
Thank you. Okay, that can go to you, Brainless. Second one, this is definitely for Mike, I think. Which type of rocks mated to get life, atheists?
Ooh, good question.
I think Mike can probably take that one.
I don't know. I just don't think so.
And then the third one, I'm not sure who's going to answer this one, but which sex toy pisses Jesus off the most?
Oh, I like that one.
So anyway, that was from my OnlyFans page. So thank you very much to my patrons, and you can see more of that later. Okay.
We know Deconverted Man, and I think Mike was in that video as well for your one question, and I'll let Brainless sum it up. Go ahead, Brainless.
Oh, when you get how to get something from nothing, like then you just have your Sky Daddy set, let it be there, and then it's there.
Let it be there. Smoke it into
Easy as that.
Like
Yeah.
if he says, "Let there be light," and then there's light, and then later there comes the planet and the sun. But hey, apparently he can make the light before the source. So,
And then let's
Fair
see, what's
enough,
next
fair
is the rocks. What was it about the rocks?
Which
what
type
attack?
of rocks mated to get life?
I think
type
one of
rocks?
them was biotite, and
Okay.
I can't remember. Yeah, the other one was shale, shale because it rhymes with male, and so the shale humped the biotite, and then we got life. There you go.
There we go.
I figured it out.
There you
Yeah,
go. You hear
fair
that,
enough.
Hovind? You got that, Hovind? All right.
and
And,
the sex toy, it's probably my strap on. What? Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. If you get a chance later, Google rock humping porn. It's
Get a chance.
Okay. Well,
That is a specialist title if there ever was one.
we'll leave that one open for people to Google themselves.
Yeah, I think
that's a personal thing.
At the top of the list, you get Rock Hudson, so you can imagine what that's like.
right.
Yeah, and like I
that's
said,
It's one for the old Jesus.
yeah,
Didn't
don't
Rock-
forget.
Fucking cunts. You realize it actually fucking does exist.
Don't forget to
Oh, it
answer
does.
on, Deconverted Man's
People that get
Deconverted Man's post where he asks certain questions. We would appreciate if you would take Deconverted Man's survey and see what he has to say. He's done several of them, and he's got another one out. So if you want answers to these questions,
Holy
which
shit,
we
it
do.
exists on Pornhub.
It
Humping
exists on
rocks
Pornhub?
porn video. Okay, so whoever asked that
Okay.
question, send them a link to this. Pornhub got you covered.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
no, that's gonna
John,
be in
how
my
you
browser
doing?
history.
Good to see you.
Oh shit!
Oh, hey, stop!
Oh, no.
Stop that stupidity! Oh,
And
In Darwin's
Eric Wonder came closest to the third one. The actual answer to that is a Virgin Mary butt plug.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
Anything that messes,
Oh.
any toy that messes with your virginity is going to be piss Jesus off. So yeah.
no. My ex has this little Mary statue. If you turn it around,
Oh
it's
yeah.
a dildo. It looks
Oh,
like
yeah.
like a dick. It's like a dildo. It's fucking hilarious.
we've got a question from Gerard here, or
I'll
Gerard.
burn in hell for that.
Captive Desk, are you an agnostic atheist, and what do you think of methodological pluralism?
For the what?
I call myself a cradle atheist. I've never really been a believer. I don't like the word atheist or agnostic, as a matter of fact. I've always been a skeptic. My name is Captive Desk, which is an anagram for Skeptic Dave. So I consider myself a skeptic, and that is also, I believe, one of the questions Deconverted Man asks about is, are you an agnostic or an atheist? I'm a skeptic, and I hold that to be across the board. Doesn't matter what it is, whether it's religion or whether it's a monster or whatever. I think everybody should be equally skeptic of any claim. And then
methodological pluralism.
Pluralism. Mike, why don't you take that one on?
It runs counter to scientism, so I don't like it. I don't like it at all because I like scientism.
You mean science?
No, scientism. Everything can be better explained if you apply science to it. Everything. And methodological pluralism, there's other ways to do it. I think that's what it means. I have to look it up.
I thought it was a methodological pluralism just says there's like many methodological ways to describe the universe.
Right. Yeah.
That could be both scientific. There could be just many scientific theories that explain everything.
Yeah, but they're saying the world is way too complex to apply one thing like science to it, I think.
Well,
But
okay,
science is not just one thing.
I wasn't getting that. I was thinking that there might be more than one scientific explanation for the way things work.
Okay, maybe.
But I mean, maybe.
We do.
Gerard, could you give us your definition on what methodological pluralism is? So
we do lean towards science does have an answer eventually if it doesn't now. So
well, see, right now, of course, we've got relativity and we've got the standard model, and those are two explanations for how the world works, both on the large scale and the very small scale. But they don't talk to each other very well. So
I just looked it up, Simos. You're right. It's
okay.
Let's see. No single scientific or philosophical method can capture all aspects of reality. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I would guess as well.
What do they
and
mean
right
by
now,
reality?
that is the current state of science.
Yeah, it depends on what you mean by reality.
Gerard says, from what I know, it absorbs scientism too. So if it is scientism, then
there's
yes.
There's no such thing as scientism. Science is a method. Science is a method, not a conclusion.
I am a scientismist. I am a hard believer in scientism.
We're adding isms and ists to everything.
And I share that with Alex Rosenberg. He's the only other one in the world besides me that will defend scientism.
Okay.
I mean, so the two types of methodological kind of theory are philosophical philosophical methodology, which just says that is the only thing that can be. Science is the only way. That's a type of scientism, as you would say, but it's got a different title in technical language. And the methodological naturalism just says this is the best way, not the only way to explain.
I was saying the other day, a true skeptic will never say 100%. So there is a chance that science may not answer it. I don't know what that is, but a true skeptic will never go 100% because it could be something else. But as far as we know, seems to be that science explains everything.
Guess I'm not a true skeptic. Anyway, another word for philosophy is philosophical. Philosophical, yeah.
I don't know it well, but methodological means you care about methods. Yes. Science, logic, philosophy, empirical testing, etc. Pluralist means you think more than one method can be valid for knowledge. Well, yeah, I will take that all. Yes. But not 100%.
Based on math.
As long as you're not at a 100%, then I could say yes.
There's a few slight issues with whether you use empirical or deductive logic, right? So that's a slight problem because it's not necessary. I don't think. I mean, deductive logic, is that a method or is that a
Science will not tell you which flavor of cheesecake to order at Cheesecake Factory, but it will tell you why. It will actually enlighten you about why you're ordering banana cheesecake instead of strawberry. So anyway, so science can always explain everything more fully. That's my philosophy, and I stick to it. Anyway, I'm a scientist.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean,
Time, the only
I guess that's the type of metaphysical mythology.
Yeah, metaphysical,
I guess.
methodological, natural.
I don't know what the word is. I'm struggling with the word for some reason, but that's because I'm not one in general.
Yeah, metaphysical,
We're so hard.
methodological naturalism. That's good.
He says
Yeah,
I'm just a
natural methodology.
she says I'm just a gamer after all. It's beyond me for the most part. That's true. We'll leave it there. It is there's always the chance that it's beyond all of us.
Yeah, thank you
But
for the question, though.
Yeah, good question. Good question.
Yeah,
Anyway,
the question was okay.
okay.
Let's see if he has an answer.
He probably does.
method of seeing a cell was with a microscope. Now, microscopes are limited because of the wavelength of, and I'm not a scientist, I can't exactly explain this, but they can only.
Okay, well, why are you talking about biology if you're not a scientist?
Yeah, get off the stage, dude.
Yeah,
Get out of
I'm
here.
not a scientist, but I'm going to talk about science.
and he doesn't know anything about how small a microscope. Now, he is kind of accurate to a point that a certain style of microscope has limits. But
A regular
then he's going to go
microscope,
to a different style of microscope after this point, which kind of sabotages his own point when, yes, you can go to a stronger type or a different type of microscope, which he's going to do. Yeah, he's going to do that next, Brainless.
Magnify things so small and then there's no further they can go.
Right?
Darwin believed, as everyone else did, that
Okay.
cells were very simple organisms. With
I don't
made
know
of
if
simple
they
amino
believe.
The
acids.
cell is not an organism, right?
Well, and they didn't have
Not necessarily.
access to technology. That's always a problem with any field, is that you don't have access to advanced technology, and then when you do, you do. See, so now he points out that Darwin didn't have access to electron microscopes and everything. He didn't. He didn't have access to fancy microscopes or anything else, but we do now, and that's why when people bring up Darwin, Darwin was a long time ago.
A very fucking long time.
Thus, it was easy to explain how.
And they had microscopes in Darwin's day.
And,
Yeah,
and this,
point that
this
Not as good as
idiocy,
now.
Just
this idiotic idea that we didn't think the cell was any more complex because we couldn't see all the complexity. I don't know where they get that from. I don't think anybody thought that cells were just water in a bag. I mean, nobody did at any time. I mean, when I grew up, we didn't know a hell of a lot about cell internals. We were just getting there, basically. But I don't remember anybody saying that, oh, they're just simple bags of water. I mean, that's bullshit.
Right.
This is
And what did Galileo tell you about that?
I don't know what Galileo said. What did he say?
And what did he tell you when you were growing up?
Oh, yeah. Well, he was just a weird old guy that lived. My mom and dad said, "Don't go near that house. That guy's a little bit off. Just be careful."
And John's got 40 plus kids now that he didn't know he had. The darn DNA tests. You could find out you have all kinds of kids.
Dear.
It could have evolved. However, with the introduction of the electron microscope,
Now, wait a minute. There's the electron microscope.
What?
Now, he just said they didn't have microscopes that could see these things. And then he says, but along came the electron microscope and they can see things. Well, come on, dude. Again, Darwin was a long time ago, and there's been a lot of inventions since, including the electron microscope.
It's,
Yeah.
we can now see what cells are made of. I don't know if you've seen what these
Yeah.
things can do. It's amazing. They can see
No, we
down
did.
into the molecular level.
Hey, he's correct about that.
Yeah, and they're much more amazing than your basic, simple, early microscopes that Darwin had. So do a little more research before you start talking.
Yeah.
Because it uses electrons to, very cool. I don't understand it, but
And here he is again. He doesn't understand it, but he's going to tell us all about it.
Yeah.
Maybe you should understand it a little bit. Maybe take a class before you tell everybody else about it.
Dave, not even that. like, if you're going to be talking about electron microscopes, at least go on YouTube and watch a few videos about people talking about it. Like,
now there's a good idea.
Get at least the bare minimum. He's only heard the word electron microscope, and that now he's talking about it. Like, dude, look something up, man. Like, holy moly!
Well, creationists are good at that.
Become a scientist. You don't have to become a scientist, but to the bare fucking minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just to point out, the electron microscope is nearly 100 years old.
Yeah.
And there's a history of this. Darwin thought cells were simple bags of water stuff, and it wasn't true. And Darwin like hypothesized about different things like gemmules and all of that. He never thought that they were simple. What he said is that they were mysterious, and they didn't know. They didn't know how they worked, basically. And this is creationist nonsense.
Don't have to
No
understand
shit,
the goal.
Sherlock.
I'm sorry, just I've got to point this out because I'm a
That's what we're
guitar
here
player.
for.
I'm a guitar player, so I've got to point this out. People that tuck their plectrum away on the first fret, like that guy's done on the guitar on the left, right? They're called strummers because they play open chords all the time and they strum open chords. So they always put the plectrum right at the end. People who play all the way up and down the neck, they tend to put their plectrum in around the 8th fret, 5th to 8th fret. Just to point out, he's a strummer. He's a strummer.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, I know.
It showed us that cells are extremely complex biomechanical devices, not just simple as was supposed.
Mechanical? I don't think so. I've never seen no gears.
No,
I never
nobody
seen no
supposed that cells were
picture of
simple
gears.
either. That they only knew so much about them at the time, but as Simos said, they wanted to know more, so they created or invented better microscopes. And
So
today, even they have better and better microscopes, and they're doing digital and things now, and they're even better microscopes. And as we've wanted to learn more, we've invented or what is the word? Inference or whatever to what could possibly be even smaller than what we can see.
Yeah, now we can see all the springs and the gears and the welds and the the bolts, nuts and bolts. We see those in cells all the time. We know they're mechanical because they have all these things in them. All these
Hello, Tori. How you doing? Good to see you.
Yeah, and like I think it's quite impressive how they could make those tiny welds. You know?
Yeah, I know it is. Little tiny elves do that. Or no, they have children in China that are tiny enough to do that too.
And since Tori is here, and speaking of, you can believe in all kinds of things, supernatural things, supernatural powers, and you can still take science class and learn what we have learned and put it in your well, we know these things column, and not have to resort to, well, 200 years ago they didn't know these things. Well, 200 years ago was a long time ago, and in that 200 years they've learned a lot of things. And there's a lot of folks who are believers who accept things that are learned in science, who take science classes, who are scientists, who do have their beliefs, whatever they may be, and at the same time they have knowledge of what they or the scientific community has come up with in the last 200 years. So,
and people from 200 years ago were smart enough to know what they didn't know.
Yeah.
And they're claiming that they did.
Yeah. When they're talking about keeping things separate and that they don't have to be separate, I think they do have to be separate, because you can't discount things just because you're a believer, and you can't accept things just because you're a believer. It's a two-way street. And I think many believers don't want to accept that you can have it both ways. They want to set up this argument that it's only one way or the highway, and it's not. And plenty of people like Francis Collins, head of the NIH or whatever it's called.
The Genome Project,
the Genome Project. he can be a believer and he can accept the science at the same time. So it's a poor argument.
I've got a fun fact for you guys. You probably don't know this because you have to be quite advanced in biology to understand this. But actually, the power cell for the power unit for the cell is actually a double A times 10 to the minus 24.
Ooh,
Yeah,
so
that's the
no,
size of it.
Wouldn't that be like an A followed by 10 to the 24 A's?
That's it. Minus
okay.
8, obviously.
Okay, minus. Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah. Do you know what a fun fact? A fun fact is called a fucked.
We've got his name was Baxter Carbide. It says all the answers are in atheism. So there you go, Mike.
And in science. And in science.
And in science. And we do have the answers in atheism on Toast. So you can join the channel and take part in all the answers are in atheism on Toast. So just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
I want to talk about a little bit about irreducible complex systems. What is that?
Oh no!
Oh
Fuck
boy!
you, bitch!
Oh, no.
I've got one word for you, Behe, and it's going to come up really quick here.
Irreducible complex system has the property that it consists of multiple
fun
independent.
Fact. I got another. What did you call it, Mike? Fun fact. It's
Fun
called
fact.
Fucked. A fucked.
a fuck.
Another fuck.
I've got another fuck for you. Michael Jackson's favorite scientist, Michael B. Thank you very much. I'm here all week.
Components. The function of the system is achieved when all the components are fitted together correctly. Whenever any one of the components is omitted, then the system fails completely. In other words, it has to have all the parts to work. We're going to talk about more as we go on, but that's key to what we're going to talk about tonight. And how, see, one of the things that evolution teaches is somehow magically in a pool somewhere or down deep in the ocean, they keep coming up with these different theories, how a single cell formed and became.
They keep having different ideas on how the first cell formed. That's good science. They're trying to figure these things out, and you don't like that. You don't like that they're trying to get an answer to the question, but yet you keep asking the answer and want an answer to the question. But when they give you multiple answers to the question, well, it could be this and it could be that. You don't like that the scientists are trying to figure this out. Which is it, right? And of course, if you want a good video on Behe, check out the debate between Behe and our friend in science, Jay Bundy, who debated, I think it was on Michael Beverly's channel, that Behe's only contribution is a book. He doesn't write papers. He doesn't have good science. He wrote a book, and Jay took apart his arguments pretty good on nobody cares what you wrote in your book as far as science goes. Anybody can write a book about anything. You can write a book about Bigfoot. Doesn't mean Bigfoot did it. All hail Bigfoot.
So Behe proved that single-cylindered engines can't possibly work. So
Yeah, and also like you could indeed write a book about like some deity or something like that. Doesn't mean it's true.
Or thousands of deities.
Yeah. Also, I don't think any scientists are claiming that there's an event on the ocean floor that actually would produce the cell. I think the cell's quite complex, and that isn't nearly the first stage of life.
Tilting Windmill's got the link for us in the chat with Behe and Dr. Bundy debate. So if you want to check that out, it's a good view.
So, again, another straw man of the actual fake case of evolution. It didn't begin by a puddle producing a cell. That's nothing like science.
or
alive.
having sex with that other one, Slate.
Or the Rock's getting busy. Yeah.
Yeah, Rock's getting busy.
Or even if they were using a Virgin Mary butt plug.
Virgin Mary. we put that on the Daily Atheist morning show. See if he can put out a line of butt plugs and the Virgin Mary.
This is the callback to years ago, where we were in a Nadia hangout, and basically all the Christians were going, "Oh yeah, we're all purer than pure," and ... and then we found out that one of the biggest selling butt plugs was in fact a Jesus Christ butt plug and a Virgin Mary butt plug.
Yep.
So these are real things. They sold.
Yeah, and if you ever drive across the South in the USA, what you'll find is every time you see a giant 100-foot cross in the distance, there's going to be a sex toy store billboard right under it, or within a mile of it. You'll see sex toy cross, sex toy cross. It's like, what is going on with that? You don't see that in the Midwest up here. You know, we don't have a lot of sex toy billboards. So anyway,
I wonder why that is.
I don't know, but it was amazing when I was driving down south. I was like, "What the hell is up with this? Like, is that all these people do down here?"
That's the same as if there is a really conservative convention in that area. Grinder crashes.
Grinder crashes every time.
Oh yeah, Oh yeah, couldn't make it up.
Some people
a lot of the
not
sites
making
put
that
out
connection.
put out their numbers, and they show that areas that are very homophobic tend to watch non-homophobic adult content. So be very, as Hitchens famously said, whenever he hears a big mouth going on about the sins of whatever adult activity they're doing, he makes a note of it. And sure enough, that person will be on the news sooner or later, on their knees, with the exact person urinating all over them that they bad mouthing to begin with. It's just a matter of time. So, and I've pointed out, many people have pointed out, the biggest mouths are always the ones that have the guiltiest conscience. One of them that just got busted was one of the Trump supporters. He spent an hour or two on stage, bad mouthing gay folks. And the whole time he can't wait to get off stage so he can go see his male partner or friend or whatever you want to call him. And I don't care. That's your own business. If you're an adult and you're consenting and you do things, that's your own business. But how dare these people badmouth these activities, while the whole time it's in the back of their head, I can't wait to get off this stage and go partake in this activity. I mean, it really bothers me when somebody can be so hypocritical.
I don't understand how they deal with that inside their own heads, I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, it's the old saying about fooling yourself, right? You're not fooling anybody. You mean, if you think you're fooling yourself, you're not fooling anybody else.
You got to remember though that like when they're young, they do everything. If you know that your parents are against it and your community's against it, and you know that you are attracted to men, you're going to do everything you can to avoid confronting your own feelings.
Yeah.
And that's what causes the deep repression and the deep enjoyment of sin, shall we say.
Yeah.
That's why the Catholics have such a problem with sex, right? Because they're so anti-sex that, of course, you have to deny your own personality, your own male or female urges, regardless of which way they go, in order to accommodate this social outlook. So, of course, it's even harder for somebody that's homosexual or, than it is for a normal person who has to hide it anyway. Think of all the teenage sex that goes on in the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Right? It's a lot, right?
I've got this. I don't know if I'm digging myself a hole here. This is going to be controversial, but I've got this MAGA friend who insists that you can choose to be gay, and he can choose to be gay, and I know that I can't. Okay, and so I think he's bi, and he doesn't know.
Yeah, that's what I actually wanted to say. Like, for all the people that think that being gay is a choice, everyone that says that is
They're gay.
bi. And
Or
then
bi,
again-
yeah.
and then again,
Yeah.
I actually believe that there is not one person on earth that is 100% straight.
Yeah.
For every person for every guy there's that one guy that they think like, damn, they look good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
Like, that,
Brad
like no,
Pitt,
that,
yeah.
that- like
Yeah.
you may never come across that person, but I'm pretty sure that for every person there's somebody for who they would be gay. And that's not even necessarily for their body, but like that you talk to someone and you feel just a deep attraction to someone.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I often
attracted,
said,
but no, Brad isn't going to turn me gay.
Tall, dark, and handsome. It is old school enough for me. Somebody like Tom Selleck that's broad shoulders and he's got the mustache, and he's a man's man.
You like that mustache?
Now I'm not a fan of mustaches, but for as far as a man goes, if I would pick one, it would be somebody tall, dark, and handsome with a mustache and broad shoulders and a hairy chest, and that's Tom Selleck. Now, personally, I think Tom Selleck is a bit of a moron, but as far as looks go, though, sure, there's comedians that have said doesn't matter how straight you are, you're going to find a man or a woman or whatever is on your radar there that you're going to find, does something for you.
Yeah. Can I just say a couple of things, if I may? Which is to say, it always reminds me of the Ali G, Bruno clip, where he's been talking to a pastor who's a gay converter, and he says to him, I'm thinking of going heterosexual, but before I do, is there anything you could tell me to maybe give me some hints about what I should be thinking about? And he goes, oh well, think of this and that and the other. And he goes, so you're saying that it's okay if I'm in the shower to look at another guy's schwanzen, but if I put it in my mouth, I've crossed a line? And obviously the guy goes, I don't want to talk about that guy. That's a bit too much. But, and then the other thing I'd say is Christopher Hitchens, who said, being gay is not about a sexual act. It's also about a love act. So, yeah. Anyway, there we go.
Hello, Commander. How you doing? And
Commander?
Stop the Stupidity says, my 5 chest hairs may or may not be all that. That's why I posted, getting this thing this port put in, because they shaved half my chest. So for all those that are on the fence, right, I'm half shaved. So if you like a shaved chest, or if you don't like a shaved chest,
there you go. He's half shaved,
it depends which way you look at me.
Yeah. I've just been into hospital as well, and they shaved me, and I'm like, I had very little to start with, but now.
And I was making the jokes, I was trying to be good-hearted, because you have to be when you're in the hospital and they're, you're splayed open naked and they're shaving parts of your body, and hey, why don't you do the whole thing and even it up a little bit?
Even it up, yeah. So when I was 17, I think I had 12 chest hairs, and then I got into a gasoline fire, and only 3 of them ever grew back. And I lost one nipple. I lost one nipple. One is
no. Oh, skeptic philosophy says, most times I think I can never be attracted to men, but then I accidentally softly look in the mirror and I say, maybe I can do this. That's very clever.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'd bump myself. Oh my God.
And then somehow it learned magically how to reproduce and how to eat, and when there wasn't anything to eat. And it did all this stuff. The problem is,
it just learned out.
Wait a minute.
Just
There was nothing to
magically.
eat. There was nothing to eat, though.
Nothing
How
to
did
eat.
it do that? Explain that, atheist.
It just learned how.
He definitely doesn't know what he's talking about, because something to eat is a primal function of all life, is eating something to have the energy to eat something.
Look at this guy. He's basically saying, how could life exist? There was no Burger King back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
has been proven it's impossible because it's too complex. Michael Behe, he has a book
There he
called
is.
Darwin's Black Box. I've read it. I don't know if
Yeah.
any of you have read it.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a heady read,
Yeah.
but it's fascinating.
Okay, this is the guy that doesn't understand science at all. He's saying that he's reading a book that he doesn't understand, but it's fascinating.
Yeah, very fascinating.
Oh, classic. Oh,
Okay, and that's why Behe sells books. Is this guy right here that doesn't have a clue what he's reading, and if he did, he would have put down Behe's book like everybody did the day after Behe's book came out, where all the scientific community put his book down. I'm just saying. But this guy thinks his book is all that he doesn't, if he freely admits, he doesn't understand.
He's never read it. Come on, we all know he's never read it.
Yeah.
I mean,
The guy was an atheist.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he was.
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Behe
right.
was an atheist. Yeah.
right.
I always question that too. I used to be an atheist, and it's like, really, when were you an atheist? Oh, when I was 10 years old. When you were 10 years old, you should have been out kicking a ball or riding your bicycle. You were
At 10 years old,
Give me a break.
just not thought about God yet.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, normally the Christians say they were an atheist at just about the time they went through puberty.
yeah.
It's unbelievable how many of them say, "Well, I used to be an atheist, but then I got a bit older in my teens, late teens, and I found God again." You know.
You took the
And I'm
words
like,
right out of
yeah,
my mouth.
of course, you weren't an atheist for those years. That's because they, all you could do
You
was
were
think
rebelling.
of sex.
So
Sears
Michael
catalog.
fact check, Michael Behe was raised a Catholic. In his 2022 discussion, he notes he is a lifelong Catholic, taught from childhood that God could work through secondary causes. So, when was he an atheist?
When was he an atheist? Right.
Yeah, Behe, the journey
the
from
womb.
very devout
Just-
Catholic.
Just enough to
Well,
sell a book. Yeah.
Okay, he said in six months he became an atheist after he was a Catholic. However, this claim is not supported by reputable primary or secondary sources. No
Yeah.
publication or interview with Behe corroborates a phase of atheism or a conversion from atheism back to religion. So that's bullshit.
It
And
is, yes.
weirdly enough, though, there it turns out there's a lot of Protestant religions, mainly Baptists and evangelicals, that say he was never a Christian.
Yeah. So a lot of these guys, when they say I used to be an atheist, what they mean is they got to be a teenager and they noticed the girls and they forgot all about the church for about 10 years. And then suddenly they found the church again and they thought, oh, I was an atheist for 10 years. No, you weren't.
Lee
You just
Strobel
weren't
comes
thinking.
to mind.
Basically, they're saying they gave up trying to get laid because it wasn't working. So
Right.
they
It
thought,
wasn't.
oh, maybe just go back
didn't
to the
work.
church again.
I throw that out there a lot, that you were just trying to get laid. Okay.
Yeah.
And whatever you said, pro or con, you were just trying to get laid. If the girl was goth, well, there's obviously no God. And if the girl was, cross around her neck, well, obviously I'm all about Jesus, because you got that girl's attention, right?
Yeah, there was an interesting one.
Or
We
guys'
talked about
attention.
this. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. I think genetically modified skeptic did a video saying how he went through school and university as a Christian, evangelical Christian, so fundamentalist, in other words. And he said one of the main things he found at college and university was that the boys would go to the girls and say, God has shown me a vision of us together, and I think the Lord is means us to be together, and this is how deeply I feel about you. God's spoken to me and said we should be together, and then of course like 20 minutes after the deed, they're going, right, unfortunately.
No, that is actually how
with that
a lot
redhead
of
over there.
So when I was 15, I dated Kathy Kivala. She was a pastor's daughter, and she invited me over to her house, which was actually a hotel that her father run. And her father said he wanted to talk to me, and he brings me into his office and he slams the door and locks it, grabs a Bible and starts screaming about Satan and he knows I know what's in your mind. And I'm like this terrified kid, right? This is a true story. I was like, let me out of here. And I think I broke up with her shortly after. It just wasn't worth it. It's just Jesus Christ. I've never seen such a classic Christian Satan rant in my life in my life.
It's the old joke, right? If you want a supposed loose person, that you got one from a religious school, and you skipped right over the public schools or any charter schools or where you went exactly to the school that's teaching you don't do that, because those are the ones that are doing that.
Another part of the story, when Kathy you'd give her 2 drinks at a party and she'd strip.
Yeah.
That was his daughter.
That's why you were dating her.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, that
became a little uncomfortable.
If you wanted the best drugs or alcohol or whatever it is at the party, you went to a religious party, because they had all the money and the best drugs and the best alcohol, and they were raiding dad's liquor cabinet or mom's liquor cabinet more than anybody else. Meanwhile, I was scared of getting my butt whooped, and I never touched a bottle of whiskey under the sink. So, it's just saying.
And he began to study cell structure, and he realized that evolution was impossible.
Oh my God! Wow, that's a better discovery. Did he write a paper about that?
Not a one.
Yeah, and I mean that's a Nobel Prize in the post.
It's just so complex.
Jay Bundy pointed that out over and over. It's like, Michael, how come you haven't written a paper then? I mean, you could turn all the scientific community on its head. But yet you haven't done that. For some reason, after all these years, you still haven't written a paper.
Yeah, explain how ID works.
And as Jay Bundy said, and I fully agree with him, science doesn't care if you write a book. They don't care. The prerequisite for a good scientist is being cited and how many times. Where somebody else has read your paper, agreed with your paper, and said, you should read this paper because this guy or this gal knows what's going on. And yet, nobody does that for Behe. No scientist says, oh, yeah, you should read Behe's book. He really knows what's going on. Nobody. So that should tell you something, unless you're a creationist and you don't care. But as far as science goes, it's how many times you've been cited and how many times other people cite you.
Yeah.
He says, by irreducibly complex, I mean a single system composed of several well-matched interacting parts that contribute to the basic.
What happened?
An irreducible complex system continues to work by the same mechanism. Did I skip something, didn't I? Excuse me, I'm a little out of there.
Now, I think you pushed a button on your microphone. I think that's what you do. You don't know how to work your microphone either. But, you skipped. It doesn't matter. Behe's a joke. He's a joke. He was a joke the day after his book came out. Nobody in the scientific community cites Behe. He's a joke. So I think that's what you meant. And I think that's why your microphone didn't work, because your microphone agrees with that. I'm just saying. It wasn't demons. It was the opposite. It was the scientific community chiming in saying, no, we don't agree with Behe at all.
Well, let me try that again. An irreducible complex system cannot be produced directly. That is, by continuously improving the initial function, which is continues to work the same mechanism, by slight successions of a precursor system. Because any precursor to an irreducible complex system that is missing a part, by definition, is non-functional. An irreducible complex biological system, if there is such a thing, would be a powerful challenge to Darwinian evolution.
Basically, Behe says it can't happen because I say it can't happen.
Yeah,
that is literally an argument from ignorance on the screen.
Yeah,
right? And I think part of his problem is eating the microphone too, because
he's defined something
really bad control there.
He's defined something, irreducibly complex system, as something that can't happen because I said it can't happen.
Well, by definition, right? When you see
by definition, it can't happen.
It happens by definition. It means it can't happen. That just means by definition we are deciding it can't happen. We don't have any reason because it's definitional. So there's no justification for that.
Right.
And there you go. That's it. And that is an argument from ignorance.
And Behe's argument's been taken down.
Or incredulity.
They've shown that just having a spring is enough to catch a mouse. So you don't need the full mouse trap. You can disassemble the mouse trap down to just the spring, have the spring coiled over on itself, and have a release on it somehow. Just the spring, no other mechanism. And just the spring can catch a mouse. So you don't need the other parts. His argument is baloney. And of course, everybody's seen the famous, you can take out parts and use the mouse trap as a tie clip, etc. And they don't understand that the mouse trap idea is a, what do they call it? Reusing an idea that already exists. So the mouse trap already exists in another form. And if you rearrange the things around, it could be a mouse trap. If you rearrange the things around, it could be a tie clip. If you rearrange, these things already exist. They didn't come into existence to be a mouse trap, as Behe is suggesting.
Yeah, but can a three-legged cat catch a mouse?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah. How about a no-legged cat? Yeah, if it runs by him.
Depends
Yeah.
if they gave him wheels.
Yeah.
Well, I had a turtle for years, and I will say that a turtle is not a great hunter, but a turtle will eat almost anything. Now, anything that swims within range that it can get a hold of with its mouth or its claws,
like
is
finger.
dinner.
Yeah.
Now, is it the best hunter? Is it the fastest hunter? Is it going to chase down its prey? No. But if you swim right in its mouth, it's going to eat you. So it's good enough that its turtles have survived for that long by things swimming into its mouth or just being still enough and waiting patiently, and something will swim into your mouth. Or you can have like the one turtle does, where its tongue is, I think is it the snapping turtle or whatever, where the tongue kind of looks like a worm wiggling around. And yeah, something's curious enough, it'll go right into the turtle's mouth to see what's wiggling around, and the turtle will eat it. Does it make it? Kenneth Miller, thank you. That's his name. Kenneth Miller totally took apart Behe's mousetrap. You don't have to be the best hunter. You just have to be good enough. That's all evolution cares about, is good enough. And the better you are, of course, the better a predator you are. But you do not have to be a top predator to catch dinner. You can be a very poor predator, a very patient predator, a predator that doesn't need to eat every day to be an efficient predator. Yeah, a sponge.
A sponge.
Sure.
Yeah, if you're calm enough, you don't need a lot of food.
Fun fact is that Behe's mousetrap he actually got from the Barker Brothers game. So all of you can go suck eggs.
I missed that game. That was a good game. Look at the trees says,
And buy it and play it.
speaking of cats, my black and white cat Rorschach disappeared 2 years ago. I thought coyotes got him. But he showed up at my house today, and he is sitting here like nothing happened. Yeah,
that's
that
great.
Cat been up to?
Yeah.
It's been up to enough to survive for the last 2 years. That's what's
farm cats will go on a sabbatical for about a year. But anyway, we lost Death Star, huge. He was like a 20-pound cat, and we think coyotes got him, and he never came back, and it broke our hearts. He was the greatest cat ever.
Hey, Fred, you have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Always appreciate seeing you.
He was like the Clint Eastwood of cats.
Yeah, well, folks that don't know, I've never been a cat person, and I would say one of the sole reasons we have a cat is that he's a cool cat. I mean, he went through the neighbor's fan belt and survived, and I thought that's one tough cat, and that's the reason we have a cat today. So
that is a tough cat.
What he's saying is, if you have a cell that has to have every part to work,
a cell doesn't have to have every part to work. See, there's your mistake.
It could not have happened by accident. It has to be designed by nature.
No.
Designed by nature. See what he said there? Designed by
Yeah.
nature.
Designed by nature.
Well, it
Kind of
is
fucked up, didn't he?
kind of is designed by nature if you use the slightly loose definition of design.
Yeah.
And like I say, what design was there for the cat to survive going through a fan belt? None whatsoever. He just got lucky. Our cat could have been, landfill material, and was in fact put in a garbage can because the neighbor thought that, his lights went off and his fan belt was thrown off and everything, when you only have the one belt, in a serpentine setup. He figured that was enough to do the cat in. And when he opened the hood and realized what had happened, he went to start his vehicle and the lights all came on and something's wrong, and he popped the hood and his belt was off and there was the kitten, and he assumed, well, he knew enough about mechanics that, okay, well, the kitten threw the belt off and the kitten is done for, and he put the belt back on and he put the kitten in the garbage. A couple days later, though, the kitten came walking down the driveway. He was mistaken. It hadn't done the kitten in. What design was there behind that? There was no design. There was just a lucky chance that kitten didn't get done in, when a lot of kittens do get done in by going through a fan belt. It could have wrung its neck or anything else. He just got lucky. Now, in our cat's shape, her shape was, she got lucky. She could have gone the other way and not have been lucky and gone right across her neck or across her spine. What it did do, though, it seemed to go across her face, and she had a real greasy face, and it probably just knocked her unconscious is what it did. And later, hey, I'm okay, just a little dirty. Let me clean this grease off my face. And she survived. But there's no design to that. That was just, bad luck, good luck, whatever you want to call it. That fan belt went 1 inch one way or 1 inch another way, and wouldn't have been such the same turnout. So I don't see where the design falls into that at all.
Well,
my dad was a cruel man. When I was 5 years old, I guess they used to take barn kittens and put them in a sack and throw them in a barrel of water. Mm-hmm. And he did that once. And the next morning, my mom found all those little kittens swimming at the top of the barrel. They got out of the bag. And so she wouldn't let him kill them. So she kept every one of those cats, and she made sure they had a good life. So
yeah, I'll say our kitty was lucky. She's an old kitty now. She's over 13, 14 years old now. We took her to the vet, and the vet said, yeah, she's good and everything. She just got a good wake-up call that day. Now, again, it could have been 1 inch the other way, as they always say. The old saying goes, that could have taken her out, but it didn't. She was just lucky. There's no design to it at all. It's just poor example to say, well, she was designed to go through a fan belt and come out pretty much unscathed, just a little greasy. We took her to the vet. The vet says, yeah, she'll be okay. She's got a good thump across her face, checked her teeth and everything, and here she is 14 years later, still rocking and rolling. So where the design is in that, I don't know. And hey, Mighty Filbert, good to see you.
Rabid Atheist is starting a stream, which you guys can't go and watch until we're done. But anyway, it's on the sermon breakdown. Mike Warnke, A Christian Perspective on Halloween. I always love when the Christians get crazy about Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ed's been doing some
when it
some
is actually
takedowns
a
lately.
Christian holiday.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just bring us back slightly because I read Behe's book, but as an atheist, I took something completely different out of it. I actually started going down to my local junkyard and buying plane tickets to the Bahamas. I don't know if it'll happen, but they're very cheap.
It could happen. Yeah, it's possible.
And that's what he discovered.
Oh, and they
Discovered.
like earlier, I've been looking for something. I didn't remember where I seen it, but I found it. Like when we said like being gay is a choice. Like,
Yeah.
it should be presenting now. If you start that. And every person this was on Threads. Every person that saw it was like, "Oh, at first I thought the guy would love this," because everybody like
that dang flag.
Like
Michael B. He wrote a good example.
You can't say you can see it, but like, if he ain't gay, like, come on.
He's getting cooties. You gotta watch out.
Yeah, like that, like, or he's gay, or he's still in kindergarten or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
Get
Oh,
that
this is
off
gonna
of me.
wipe it off of you.
Yeah. And like, if you do that when you're with a group, just to be like a bit silly, okay. But like, come on, you're all by your fucking self. Like,
Yeah, don't
oh my god.
don't go run off to Ed's channel. I love Ed and everything, but you know.
Yeah.
And Ed
Oh,
did move his
not
show
allowed.
back a little bit so he could stop in and say hello, and folks could say hello. So I do appreciate it, Ed. But yeah, make sure you check out Ed's channel. Just don't check it out right now. And there's the link for
Well,
it.
there's
Ed,
people that
Ed also
can
is
watch
on during the
some-
week.
There's people that can watch multiple streams at the same time.
That
I
too.
believe one of them
Yeah,
is in the side chat.
I'm-
I've never understood that. Like, I've already have trouble focusing on one, but then again,
Yeah.
I'm just a dude.
I have identical twins, and you learn how to listen to both of them at the same time for one conversation split between two people. It's pretty weird. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, if you're watching two streams, it's two different conversations that you're listening to. Like,
Yeah.
I do like watching Ed during the week. Sorry, Ed, I don't watch you while I'm doing my show, though. So, but Ed has a great channel, and if you want a perspective from a former pastor, former believer, you can get one from Ed, and Ed does a good job. But right now I'm doing my show, so have a good stream, Ed, and we'll catch you later.
Of such a system is a mechanical mousetrap. Now,
There it is.
this might go in and out. Hold it up higher.
Yeah, see, it's not us. It is his microphone. So,
Yeah.
okay.
God intervening, saying, "You idiot."
What, like that? Am I doing it?
Yeah, you are doing it. I told you were pushing the button. Come on, Pastor.
Doesn't even know how to use a microphone. and he's
Doesn't know
trying
you know how to use a
understand cell
microphone. Doesn't know
biology.
anything about science. Doesn't know anything about. But
like
he's
that
up there on
microphone-
stage.
That microphone, what just came together out of nowhere, you know?
That's the problem. See, he should have got one that evolved. Now, if he would have got a microphone that evolved, he wouldn't have these problems, would he? Just saying.
Yeah.
Where's Stephanie at? Stephanie, fix him up. Get him a microphone that he can believe in. And I love Stephanie. Stephanie and I don't agree, but Stephanie has a good agree to disagree attitude, and I do like Stephanie's channel. So
Yeah, you don't
We'll
have
leave it
to
at that.
agree on everything.
no, not to be a good person.
Oh, trombone.
There are a few.
Trombone. Okay.
I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm a little out of it. Be patient with me. I'm here. The master.
A little bit out of it.
You ain't got nothing on me,
Like
man. I had my head cut open, so you better quit using that excuse.
Yeah,
Or I'm going to use
I was
mine.
gonna say, like, if he says that he's out of it, like, hell, he ain't as much out of it. He's more out of it as you after your surgery. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Stupid.
I don't try to draw people's sympathy or anything like that, but I did use it as on the fact that I had my head cut open, and I'm making more sense than you. Stop the stupidity. Thank you for gifting 5 Captive Desk memberships. Very much appreciate it. Let's see if it's showing up over here. It is showing up over here. We've got Deviant. Not Deviant. It's the wrong one. Skips one. Paul Kamish. Hill Hugger. I believe I saw was their birthday on another social media. Happy birthday if it is. Marty, hey, good to see you, Marty. Got a membership. Poor Claire and Gregory Nietzsche got a membership too. And you know what that means? That means that Stop the Stupidity rocks.
You rock, let's rock with the fire in our veins. Rock on till the skies, till the thunder and rain. All hail Bigfoot, the legend, the king. He walks among shadows, the wild spirits sing.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Stop the Stupidity. You rock. And I see your picture there, Simos.
Yeah, I just wanted to, like, his picture was a bit, I mean, I don't know, it wasn't quite right. I think this is what he was referring to, really. As you can see, like, if the ball, right, doesn't go into the bathtub, then the mousetrap's not going to work. Now, tell me, how can a bathtub, right, and a cage, right, how can that work at the same time? How can they come together? That one doesn't lead to the other, and yet it does lead to another. And that's not to mention the bucket and the stairs. I mean, how are you going to get stairs to evolve at the same time as a bathtub? And
Right.
I mean, it, you know, like, evolution doesn't make any sense at all.
That disproves it right there.
I think it does.
We used to skip steps as well so we could hurry up and build the mousetrap and run it. And we didn't really care about playing the game all that much.
Just
Well,
want to see the whole thing go.
How
We
did
just wanted to see it go.
Monopoly?
That's right.
How did Monopoly evolve?
Oh, there's a tough one.
Just saying.
Oh, I can tell you that.
Evolutionary
I can-
suppose.
I can tell you that. That is a certain people from a certain country created capitalism. Sorry, yes,
Ah.
it was the Dutch. Apologies for that. And that's how
And that's how it
Monopoly
evolved.
evolved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you were talking about the game.
That was a favorite game of ours. We used to have all kinds of board games. We had
Oh, I love board games.
grandparents that loved buying board games, and we would get loaded up with board games. So one thing we had no shortage of growing up was board games, including Mousetrap. Great
Yeah,
game.
That's actually like one of the few things that I miss from my marriage. My ex and my ex-grandmother also love board games.
Yeah.
But,
We had grandparents, especially the grandparents on a fixed income, who refused to not buy a gift. Obviously, not having money didn't excuse them from not buying a gift, but they could only afford a certain range in the gifts, and a lot of times they bought us games, and we appreciated them very much. So
I love board games. Like except
Monopoly.
when we were playing, sorry.
Monopoly in the USA evolved when a mutation happened in Congress where they forgot to enforce the monopoly laws.
mhm.
Yeah.
We had several Monopoly games, including the anniversary edition, which came with all the goodies for holding the cards and the special figurines and everything. And great games. Scrabble, we had the several versions of, including the anniversary edition. And so when those things came out, they were a reason to repurchase the game, and we loved them just as much. Thank you to my grandparents for buying all those.
Yeah.
Those were enjoyable, and a great part of our childhood was having all those board games, especially on the rainy or snowy days when you were stuck inside.
Yeah.
And hey, there was plenty of board games to play. Somebody just had a Cootie thing up the other day. Another great game from the childhood was Cootie. If people didn't play Cootie, you built basically a bug. You spin the spinner, or was it dice or whatever, and you'd get the eyeballs, the antenna, the legs, and you'd put together your Cootie, and the first one to build the bug won the game. A lot of great games. Barnabas Collins came up with the one day where you built the skeleton For those of you that didn't remember, we had Barnabas Collins too. Great games.
I worked in a cootie factory that made the game. Cooties. It was Lakeside Games. I used to mix the dye into barrels of plastic, and I'd come home and I'd be covered in dye, and my wife was all thrilled by that because I was like rainbow colors.
I think my first girlfriend might have worked in that factory because she had a lot of cooties.
She had a lot of cooties.
A lot of cooties.
Yeah. Anyway, just to get back to the point here, I've actually written a book as well. It's on the book I've written is on the Bible, and I call it. I've got a theory about it, and it's basically irreducibly stupid.
Katie,
that's my theory.
Katie has an original Scrabble with the original wooden tiles. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I remember.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think that.
Deviant says captive desk. My birthday was Monday, 3 years from half a century. I asked my friend if I had to be a grown-up now. He gave me permission not to, which is good. I'm a child at heart and will stay one. Hey, well, happy birthday, Deviant.
It's actually the opposite way around. When you get to 50, that's it. You'll no longer have to be a grown-up. And when you get to 60, it's mandatory that you're not a grown-up.
Yep, and absolutely. 70, man, that's cool. Yeah. If my mom were alive, she'd still be telling me to grow up.
Yeah. But like there were two, like with the games, there were two games like Monopoly. I love the game, just not with my dad because he'd win. I don't fucking know how he did it. He always wins.
I used to always win Monopoly,
and we still play the anniversary edition because it come with all the goodies. So even though the box is taped together and everything, we still play that version because
boxes taped together.
Yeah, it had the the money tray and the card holder and all the goodies that came with the anniversary edition. So that's the one we pull out every time.
I've lost more friends through playing Monopoly with them. Nobody will play with me anymore because I understand the probability of the game. And they don't. My boss, when I was, he always thought I was a techie and he was Mr. Businessman and he played Monopoly with him and I kicked his ass so bad he wouldn't talk to me for 3 weeks.
Nice
and quiet.
I always had a problem finding somebody to play MASH trivia with me because I loved watching MASH and we watched it a lot. It was a Detroit channel, Channel 50. Used to play it in the evenings, and they used to play it every day, every evening. And when there wasn't anything else on, there was always MASH on. And this was, of course, in the days when you didn't have cable TV. So, MASH was one of your few choices to watch on a regular basis. And I knew MASH rather well. And after a while, nobody would play me in MASH trivia anymore. So that game grew a lot of dust. But I was thinking about maybe one of these days we'll have a stream and we'll play some MASH trivia. So for those of you, Tilting Windmill, I'll play MASH trivia with you. Good. I have that on my shelf. It's got a lot of dust on it, but we might pull it out and play because I think Robin was saying something about she plays too. So that might be an upcoming stream idea. So.
And I just have to say that obviously as a family we played Monopoly as well. But after a while, my parents wouldn't let me play Monopoly with them because I would always persuade my brothers to form my two brothers to form a communist regime against my parents.
A cartel. Yeah, nice.
And we would just share the means. We would share all our cards, put them all together, and have amazing hotels and stuff.
Skeptic Philosophy has a Monopoly game based on the small city they live in. We used to have one based on our city too. There was a time period where they were putting monopolies out for what city you lived in or whatever, and we had one of those too. Yeah.
Yeah, I lived in London, so guess what?
Yeah.
My ex-wife, as a school project, made a Monopoly for like our area, like one of the big beer breweries in the country. is in our area, so that was one of the things you could get, and like that was pretty was pretty funny.
Hogan's Heroes, another favorite of mine.
Yeah.
Yes,
The other thing, I was in Canada at the time when these two things were on, so that we had American TV, of course. But the other thing I used to really love watching was, of course, Soap. I have to mention it every time.
Soap was a good one. Yeah,
I used to love Soap. Yeah.
Of its components. If there were no spring, the mouse would not be pinned to the base. If there were no platform, the other pieces would fall apart, and so on. The function of the mouse.
If there's no bathtub, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not working. There's no bathtub in it, and no stairs.
No stairs.
Anybody that cites Behe has never passed a science class.
and you can, there's a bit of metal. Like, you can make a trap just out of a piece of metal.
I did see that, Tori, that Hot Lips had just passed away. They aren't very members of the original MASH. What do they call it? Crew left anymore. Most of them are gone. Yeah.
Is he saying that if I drain all the blood out of somebody, they won't work anymore? Is that what he means?
Maybe.
Is that it?
Maybe.
Okay. I get it.
Soap is a funny show. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Soap
was great. That's where Billy Crystal got his start.
Yep. That's the only time Billy Crystal was funny, too.
Keep talking, boys. Like, make me feel young. Make me feel young.
Oh, yeah.
Make me feel young, boys.
Oh, Mary Hartman. There's an old one for you.
There's an old one. That came on after Soap, didn't it?
No, that was before Soap, I believe.
Was it before
I think
Soap?
Mary Hartman was like 72. No, 74, I think. 74.
Okay. Yeah, I remember. She was the redhead, right?
Yep.
With the long braid in her hair.
Yeah. And a bunch of other actors got their start on that show. That was hilarious.
Hey, Big Bad Mama, how you doing? Good to see you. I met the original Hot Lips from the MASH film, Sally Kellerman. Yeah, who was the only person that was in the film that was in the TV series? Anybody?
Who played Benson? It's probably Benson.
Radar.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You were talking about MASH. I beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Radar, Tilting Windmill Nose, Big Band Mama Nose. Yeah, Radar was the only one that survived from the movie to the TV series.
Yeah, Elliot Gould did make it, and
none of them did. Nope.
Because they were too...
Gary Berghoff, and I believe he's one of those survivors. Gary's still around. I think, Alan Alda is still around. Jamie Farr is still around, as far as I know.
I couldn't stand the series after loving the movie for some reason.
But there's not very many. There's only a handful. So.
Yeah, like when MASH ended, like I was 1, so yeah. It's not something I've watched.
young whippersnappers.
I've seen it pop up like reruns on television, but not.
It says, I think Klinger was supposed to be from Toledo, Ohio. Klinger was. I am too. And Jamie Farr Park is named after Jamie Farr. And he also hosted, I think until recently, was the host of the female golf tournament in Toledo that was sponsored by, or whatever it was, Jamie Farr. He was the host of it or something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
So there is, if you want to come to Toledo, there is a Jamie Farr Park. So I've been there. I've drove by it and been there to it, and it's on the east side somewhere. So yeah, I'm a Klinger fan because of Toledo and him mentioning Toledo a lot. And yes, I've had Tony Packo's dog. So if you haven't had a Tony Packo's dog, you're missing out, because they are a good hot dog.
That requires that all the pieces that requires all the pieces. You cannot catch a few mice with just a platform. Add a spring and a catch and a few more mice.
You haven't been on YouTube, have you?
I can.
I mean, there's
if
all
you have
kind
a-
of ways to catch a mouse.
Yeah, I mean, also the willful negligence of this guy having never seen a single episode of MacGyver.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
I
sure you
mean,
can catch a
come
mouse.
on.
Find something in your pocket and you'll catch a mouse with it. That's right.
Adding a holding bar and catching a few more. All the components have to be in place before any mice are caught. Thus, the mousetrap
No.
is an irreducible complex system.
Oh.
Yeah,
No, it isn't.
No.
No, it
You
isn't.
can just use the platform,
Mhm.
have it on something.
Smash it.
No, have it on
Right.
something a bit wobbly. Dig a big hole underneath it,
Yeah.
and like if the mouse walks in it, they fall into it and have a pit of water in it or tar or whatever.
Yeah,
A
lean it up
block of
against
wood.
a $5 bucket of water. It'll catch
A
mice.
block of wood will do in a lot of species if you smack them hard enough. I mean,
Move it fast enough.
yeah. Not that I'm saying you should do that. Please don't do that to these innocent species and all. But just saying, if you take a block of wood and you thump
And you come across
many, even a human species, a large species, a block of wood can take them out. So, no, you're wrong, sir. Wrong again. And maybe you should have taken some science classes or a shop class or something. I mean, you obviously have no idea how the real world works.
understand that? I think I got a picture of one. You can bring it up there?
Oh, fantastic. Is it a mouse? It's got
It has to have all the pieces for it to work.
No, it doesn't.
Now, that's pretty simple, right? If you
tell
take
you-
away the spring, you take...
I tell you what you could do is get just a very. I've got a very simple solution to irreducible complexity. That's a cat.
Well, let's see.
One thing.
do mo-
One thing. Go on. Explain that.
Mike can testify to that.
Do mouse traps evolve? I don't know.
Um,
That's a
Good
good
point.
question.
Well, apparently they do by the companies
BE.
changing their design because there's a
All the
lot
time.
of choices in mousetraps now. You can go to Amazon and type in mousetrap. There's a lot of different kinds of mousetrap. You don't need just one type, and they have gone from metal parts to plastic parts in them, and they still catch mice. So irreducibly complex, right out the window. Hello, Jen. How you doing? Good to see you.
2 blocks of wood will turn what? Why am I not getting this one?
Well, yeah, build a better mousetrap and the world will beat a path to your door. There's a lot of different types of mousetraps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some very simple DIY mouse traps. Link in the side chat.
All
And
you
I
need-
think they still have competitions for mousetraps. People, kids making mousetraps and the original designs, and they work. So
all
it's
you-
a bad
all you
bad
need-
example.
All you need is a nail, a long piece of string, and a cat. That's all you need.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. That's the problem with the living cell. And this is all cells. They're extremely complex biomechanical machines. Now, that sounds kind of funny, I know, but they really are when you look at them at a
That's
level.
funny.
I'm going to show you a
laughing.
picture.
Yeah.
That's
Hysterical.
I'm hysterical. Right now, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, this guy is the next Dave Chappelle.
Jen
Just
makes
saying.
a good point. There is a mousetraps that have nothing but glue on them. And there are videos on YouTube where the mouse, with different types of rodents, enter into the sticky paper, and the next one sees that they're stuck, and it says, "Well, hey, that sounds like a good idea," and he gets stuck. And the next one, the next one, and the next one, and the next one, or she gets stuck, and they're not smart enough to realize the other ones are stuck, and they keep getting stuck. So one sheet of paper with the sticky glue can catch you a dozen mice easily.
I did not have the heart to use glue traps after I used them once. I couldn't do it again. It's
They are cruel.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
They
those
cruel.
are one of the cruelest traps there are.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Including
old
with
snap trap
Wedding Crown, but
usually takes the neck out and it's painless. However, I did have one that somebody dragged back underneath the chain link fence. And I would like to know the critter that decided it was going to, drag away the mousetrap to get its dinner. But I did have that happen before.
So the greatest experience I ever had with a mousetrap is I was trying to grow cucumbers in a greenhouse, and I kept planting the seeds, and the next morning I'd come, there'd be a little hole and no seed. And that happened for like a week. And then I set a mousetrap. And the next morning I found a mouse with his neck in the trap with a cucumber seed in his mouth. I was like, yay! I wanted to frame it. I wanted to fucking stuff it and put it on my wall. It's like, whoops! I'm gonna hang this son of a bitch. That was the greatest thing ever.
Right next to a moose. Right next to a moose head.
He was guilty as hell, man. He was guilty as sin.
A little bit of one that's fascinating. Since every part of the mousetrap must be in place before it is functional, this means that partial mousetraps, ones that are missing one of two parts, are useless. You can't catch them.
Talking about mousetraps?
Wrong. You can take away parts from a mousetrap and it can still work. This guy has never had a shop class, an engineering class, a science class. He has no class.
Dave,
it does ruin the game, though, Dave. It does ruin the game.
It does.
I never had those classes, but even I can come up with that kind of shit.
Yeah, see, there you go. Brainless is undone it again.
Does he ever talk about anything besides mousetraps?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he talks about.
I actually think it's quite funny. Like, yeah, you guys are all smart fuckers, and like, I'm not saying that I'm dumb, but like, my education level, I think, is lower than most of the people that you cover. And with my logic, I can, yeah. I can. Like, how the fuck do they not get it? Like,
I don't think we've ever covered anybody whose education level is above yours, Brainless. Nobody whose intelligence is above yours.
Have you not read my theory of irreducible stupidity?
Yeah.
Nothing to do with intelligence.
That's the thing.
Nothing to do with intelligence.
Extending the analogy to irreducible. I can say it. Irreducible.
Yeah, you can't.
See, no
say
wonder
it.
you can't operate a mousetrap. You
Decided
can't even say the
right
word.
now you can't say it. I mean, that's obvious
complex
by now.
Biochemical machines, they are also without function until all their parts are assembled. What this means, of course, is that natural selection could not produce such machines gradually, one part at a time.
Well, why didn't we think of that? Why didn't biologists think of that? Damn.
And
this
also,
guy's
nobody says they're developing one part at a time either. That's not true either. So, yeah.
They'd select functioning systems. They'd be non-functional until all their parts were assembled, and natural selection, which can only select functioning systems, would have nothing to work with.
Well, I think it was Jin, really sabotaged that one with sticky trap, because you don't need any of those things. All you need is something sticky to fall on a piece of something else, and not even a piece of paper, just to fall on the ground and have something step in it and can't get unstuck. That's all you need, and that can be many plants ooze sticky saps and whatnot. And there are many fossils that have been found in amber and stuff, which was an unfortunate critter that stepped in something sticky. And you don't need any of the parts of a mousetrap to be immortalized in a piece of amber. So you really don't know what you're talking about. And I would, again, type in mousetrap or rodent trap or something like that into Amazon, and you will see all the different, it wouldn't, not even Amazon, just use the Google or whatever. You will see all kinds of traps for mouse, and why he's only using the same old, what we know as a mouse trap, which is the spring loaded mechanism when the bar that goes over it and the little catch that you put the little food on to trip it. You don't need any of those things, and you can still have a mousetrap. You don't even need food. All you need is it to be in its path, like with the tube traps and box traps that they put in the path of going from X to Y, and you can catch a mouse even without food. So dude doesn't know anything about traps.
Yeah, I feel sorry for him because I think he's been caught in a trap, really. It's like a bee trap, almost. I would almost say a honey trap, but that might be a bit
I've got the 7th edition of Molecular Biology of the Cell here, and I can't find mousetrap anywhere in it.
What?
No, they don't have a chapter on mousetrap.
And with it being 7:30,
Mike.
It's clear that we're never going to get through this video. So I think we will have a revisit to this fella because he's got some other interesting videos too.
We definitely have to roll past this fucking mousetrap.
Yeah, I think we
we'll have to return.
I think we need to get past the beehee bit at least.
Yeah, like I quickly opened ChatGPT and I said, like, "Good evening. Could you help me write a little theory about irreducible stupidity? Like, some people talk about evolution doesn't work and talk about irreducible complexity." The first thing it says, "Good evening. Thank you. That's a great and funny."
Well, look, we'll skip ahead a little bit.
That's my life's work you're talking about there. Nothing funny about it.
The next thing he's going to talk about
scientific work, right? I should be taken seriously. I want a Nobel Prize for my theory.
You want to be taken seriously? Then bend the fuck over.
Hello, Ape. How you doing?
That's what
Good
it takes
evening.
to get a Nobel Prize.
In the industry, we call those snap traps as opposed to glue traps and motels, quote. Yes, you check in, but you do not check out.
Okay.
Well, going ahead a little bit here, just because of what time it is, and we'll say, hey, BS, how you doing? The bombardier beetle, another favorite of the apologists, is the bombardier beetle, and it is a favorite of Answers in Genesis that we have seen many times, talking about the bombardier beetle. And the bombardier beetle it does spray a caustic material. They do equate it to dragons breathing fire, which I don't know how it equates to it. But they figure that if you can mix chemicals, you can also breathe fire. The bombardier beetle does spray chemicals, a caustic combination. It mixes them inside of its body, but it's keeping those caustic chemicals separate until they combine and exit the body. So that is how they're able to keep it in the body, not as the caustic material of when they combine. Now, I think it would be more fascinating if they could actually survive by after combining these materials, but they don't. It's only when it's combined and ejected from the body that this caustic spray will affect its enemies or predators. But yes, it is a thing. However, lots of animals have used, like snakes and different things, have used a combination of natural occurring chemicals to thwart enemies. And it's a predator and prey biological mechanism that's going on. It's not magic or fire-breathing dragons that they compare the bombardier beetle with.
That's the one I was going to mention. I mean, do you think dragons exist? Yeah, come on now.
So, Simos,
have you never heard of a skunk? Go ahead,
A
Mike.
skunk too, yeah.
I just posted a link to a ChatGPT where I asked it to write a talk about the Bible and irreducible stupidity, and it came up with it's actually got a fairly serious treatment of it. It's pretty cool.
Oh, fantastic!
Moral confusion as doctrine.
Can you put the link in? Oh, you've done it in there, right? Okay, that's
great.
It's
in chat. So
Thank you.
I think you, I think you can get into my chat GPT.
you can
I don't know if
actually
I'll
share
see
that?
if you
I
add to
didn't-
it. But
I didn't know that you could share
Well,
that.
let's go to the questions
yeah,
here.
you can share chats. Yeah.
We'll see if we can
And I'll
answer
put mine in
some.
there as well. I've not read
What time
it yet.
is it? 7:30. Let's see
don't
if
know,
we can
I-
answer some apologetics questions. How
I have a
could this
page-
complex system evolve through natural processes? Well, Mike, there you go, Mike.
Well, there you go. Yeah. Well,
How could it possibly have evolved? Well,
it's complicated.
let's use Simos's example of a skunk spraying to get away from its enemies. How many species spray something to help it get away from its enemies?
Oh, fucking shitloads.
A
Squid.
shitload. That's right.
Just off the top. Squid.
Squid, yeah.
Okay, when you consider life, each reproducible organism is exactly the RNA and protein environment of its mother's egg, plus the exact genome that the egg ends up with, plus environmental influences until it reproduces. In order to be reproducible, meaning that it will have offspring, all of those things must add up to a viable organism in which everything fits. For every generation in the past, all the grandparents, this is necessarily true. It is also true that no two generations are identical. With those things, you can understand evolution with that simple thing. So anyway.
Yeah.
And how you doing, BS? Good to see you. I didn't say hey.
I love what you've posted there, Mike. That's so good. I mean,
Yeah.
that is exactly what I was talking about.
Yep.
It's unbelievable. I'm gonna put the conclusion in chat. Oh no, I'm not, because it's
Yeah, you can add to it too, I think. And I think I'll see what you add. I've got a paid subscription to ChatGPT. I don't know if you need that to share, but anyway.
no, it's great. I mean, it's really good. It's really good.
It is.
Let's see, apologetics questions. One of them is, without the padding for the brain, the bird would quickly kill itself. Must be talking about the woodpecker. I've seen enough of these videos that they're talking about the woodpecker. I can almost guarantee the bird would quickly kill itself. Well, if a bird would shatter its brain because it was pecking at a thing too hard, yeah. However, if one bird was just a little better at pecking at a tree and survived without killing itself and got food as a reward, then it would pass that on genetically to its offspring. So
Yeah, and they probably didn't start off pecking that hard.
right. And there would also be the softer trees and then progressing to a harder tree. All these things can be explained. No need for a specialized tongue without the ability to drill. Again, the first bird chewing into a tree was could only go so far, but there would be a bird born that could go a little bit farther and had a little bit longer tongue. And this bird survived while the other bird didn't. So your questions, how they evolved through natural processes, these can be answered with natural processes. So
Yeah.
what else do you got? See if we got any good ones here. No, it doesn't have any more good ones. I didn't think he did. Okay, well, we'll give a listen. We'll see what he's got out here.
Everything God builds has a purpose.
Really?
Yeah.
Everything has a purpose.
I mean, God created everything, so he's saying everything has purpose.
What's the
So-
purpose of a mosquito?
Yeah.
Well,
There you go.
Well, this is like the old question when they show a child a rock and a bear scratching itself on the rock. They say the purpose of the rock is so that the bear has somewhere to scratch itself.
But he could
But
scratch
in
himself on
reality,
a
we
tree.
know there have been rocks that predate bears by millions of years. So what was the rock doing for the rock had no purpose? It makes absolutely no sense.
To form the earth for
Yeah,
us to live on.
This is just dumb. I mean,
So
Oh,
have you ever seen a completed puzzle? You know, a puzzle that's all put together? How could that possibly happen through random fitting pieces together? I mean, how could a puzzle
Yeah.
possibly go together? I don't understand it.
That could actually happen if you just grab random
Just
pieces and just try.
Throw them down
got-
like a trillion, quadrillion times or something, maybe.
We got Brojo stopping through. Hiya, Brojo. Good to see you.
Hey, Brojo. Just to say, what was the example I was going to use? What were we just talking about before that?
Not a clue
Anybody?
We were talking about birds.
Mosquitoes?
about how.
Oh, purpose. Yeah. What's the
Purpose.
purpose of it? What is the purpose of eternal damnation? I wonder.
Somebody's jollies, I guess.
So that the psychopaths can be happy for eternity.
Yeah.
I'm
Because
just saying.
because that's also a thing. Like,
I
heaven,
defy
heaven.
any Christian to give me a sensible answer to that question.
And also heaven is for psychopaths.
Should I spell
How
it
can
there
how
wrong?
can you be happy in heaven that while knowing that people that you have cared about, family, maybe even your children, are burning forever?
When you get up there, God gives you erases part of your memory like they do on Foundation, and that's how you do it. So God gives you a little anesthetic, so you don't remember that you had children.
So it's not you that's there. Because
Right.
the only thing that makes you you is your memories.
That's right.
Only your memories and your experiences.
This is the
And
problem.
like if they take away all your
Why not?
memories, then why?
Okay, when somebody dies and goes to heaven, you grieve that person. You grieve the loss of that person. When you're the one that goes to heaven, you grieve everyone that you knew that's still alive. Or in hell.
And I wouldn't condemn even a psychopath to eternal torment and torture.
No,
I think
because
that
then you would
seems-
be just as much.
That
a
sounds
psychopath.
that sounds pretty immoral to me. So if
Yeah.
you
Well,
think there's if you think
well,
so, if
I-
you think
I- I
so,
do
if you
believe-
think so, if you think there's a purpose to God's great plan, right? I do think that you're delusional. Go
Well, they
ahead.
gave Jeffrey Dahmer a pass because he converted before he died. So
There you go.
Yeah,
And-
and,
and,
like I do believe that Adolf does
What's his name?
deserve that pineapple up his ass every day.
The trusty
Come on,
ape.
you
This is from
know the
Skeptic.
reference. You know
Yeah. Skeptic philosophy says, directed at the trusty ape, it doesn't need to be eaten, but first, when many frogs get eaten by anything, it pisses in the snake or whatever's mouth. Sometimes this makes them spit it up. Now, see, as far as irreducibly complex or why did it develop this toxin or whatever? Well, it didn't need to. All it needed to do was take a leak, and some say, "Oh gosh, what's in my mouth?" Blah. That's all it took.
yeah,
And
if
it,
it worked,
it didn't take a poison or a bombardier beetle or the caustic material or anything else, or a skunk with a hideous smell or taste or anything. All it took was a normal biological function of excreting waste, which comes to basic cell biology, right? Food in, food out, puts the waste out. And usually the waste doesn't taste as good as the food going in. Now, I'm not speaking from experience or anything, but I'm just saying, it doesn't take much for anything to be a bad taste. I mean, people have different tastes in food, and let's just say, you thought it was some tasty to eat, and you popped it in your mouth, and you said, "Oh, bleh," and you spit it out. Well, that critter you just spit out lives to tell somebody, "Oh, another day."
Yeah.
Whether it's a frog or not. And speaking of, we get a lot of toads in our yard, and every time you pick one up, it whizzes in your hand. So it seems to be a response that it's developed, and it knows that it's waste that it's spraying out its rear end doesn't taste that good, and it's a good way to give have the predators drop you.
Almost every animal does that.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
If
It's why I don't. It's
even
why I
humans do
never.
that.
It's why I never pick. It's why I never pick up drunk girlfriends. By the way.
Yeah.
No, but like if you like already kind of have to go to the toilet, and somebody startles you, you can piss your
Yes.
pants. That's
Yeah,
the
if I ever get
exact
mugged, I'm
same
going to whip it
response.
out and try to pee on them.
Well, that's what they said. Yeah,
No,
if you don't want to get in a
that's because
fight,
these days we wear pants.
Get your
but
cock out.
back in
if
the
you
day-
don't want to, if you don't want to get in a fight, take your clothes off. Yeah, nobody wants to fight with a naked person. Elbows up, elbows up, Holly. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping
up.
by. And
Yeah,
Aunt
no, but
Jur,
no, but
thanks for stopping by.
but like it's it's you create a unpleasant odor, and also like
Oh, yeah.
hey, it runs easier with an empty bladder. Like that's just a fact.
That's true. Aunt Jur said maybe their waste is particularly acidic or something. I mean, the snake is eating the you know what of a raw frog. That can't taste nice. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
My
Even-
little brother,
Even
my little,
that's true. Even the French only eat the legs.
yeah, my little brother was always trying to wrestle me. He always wanted to wrestle me when we got drunk, and I'd always start wrestling with. I always had a cigarette in my mouth, and I'd pin him on the cigarette, and he said, "That's not fair." I'd always win. He'd follow my cigarette. It's like, well, you asshole.
Yeah, my brother used to do something similar when we were wrestling. He'd always fart on me.
No.
oh yeah, that's another one.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
Pin me down and fart on me.
No,
Oh
I
my
think the
god, it's horrible.
Cigarette's a little more tasteful, but boy, you give up early. They give up quick if you pin them on a cigarette.
Yeah.
Big
We
old
knew-
Pall Mall.
We knew a lot of the guys that used to do the old pin them down and fart on them thing. And, yeah.
That's horrible.
And you
Yeah,
have
that's
a
probably
purpose.
pretty universal.
You are valuable. You are valuable. And every person out there is valuable.
Yeah.
Every little
We'll make
thing
it
Then
as-
what? Then what?
much am
Then
I
what
worth?
is? Yeah, but also then what's your purpose? Come on, tell me what's the purpose? Come on.
Ask Steve Martin. He found out in the jerk.
Oh, probably giving him money. That's probably the.
Come on, y'all haven't seen the jerk. What's your special purpose? You got to know what your special purpose is for.
Yeah.
Steve Martin found out after all those years. He found out what his special purpose was for, and that was when he got hard. I found out what my special purpose is for. Yes, he did.
See that. We begin to understand how God weeps for them going to hell.
God
Hang on a
doesn't
minute.
seem to weep for people going to
What?
hell. God sends
Yeah.
more people to hell than
He
heaven.
sends you
So
there.
How's he going to weep with no eyes?
No, but also if
You
no, but also
idiot.
if no, but also if he doesn't like sending people to hell, why the fuck is he doing it?
why did he create hell? He must have had intention of sending
Like-
people there, right?
Like if he is so upset about it, why the fuck did he not make us better?
Brojo's seen it.
Yeah,
I was
Brody's
born
seen
a
it.
poor black child. That's my wife's favorite movie is The Jerk, by the way. So I know it by heart.
I love the part where he's.
That's from before my time. Sorry, old timer.
I love the part where he's leaving home or something like that, and he said, I'm just gonna take this one thing. He keeps taking more and more
He's got a
shit.
couple things under his arm, and this is all I
Yeah.
need. And
That's
this
all I
thermos,
need.
this thermos is all I need.
That was great.
Yeah.
You mean I'm going to stay this color?
And if we could begin to see things from God's eyes, how terrible it is. Yeah, some people are mean. Some people are awful.
Like God.
Some people are stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and God doesn't seem to like them at all.
Well, I don't know.
Well, that's why it created hell. I mean, it had to have the thought that I'm not going to like some people so much that I'm going to send them to this nasty place.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I mean, if it doesn't like cussing, if it doesn't like their color, if it doesn't like their religion, doesn't like whatever, it doesn't like something. And that's why it made hell to put you there, because it doesn't want to be around you with your particular type of whatever.
But hell
And
is
it's
God's
often very
plan.
silly too, like, you know, how you cut your hair or whether you cut your hair or who cut your hair,
what clothes you're wearing, how many threads they've got,
what you had for dinner. Lots of stupid reasons. So
that's a stupid reason.
That's not a winner.
One time, I was working with my dad back in the 70s. I was with my brother. We were cruising down this dirt road. Now, I don't know if you know Mariposa. Back in the 70s, it was mostly dirt roads and just.
It was mostly dirt roads.
And we driven them all the time.
If you wanted to go cruising in the 70s, mostly you would go down dirt roads.
Yeah,
just saying. And that dirt. When I say dirt roads, that's a euphemism.
Hey, Jedi, how you doing? Oh yes, we have a Conan reference here to crush your enemy, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of the women.
The lamentation of that woman.
And it is a tumor. I had a tumor, and everybody missed the chance to do me the best Arnold impersonations. I did have a tumor in my head that they had to remove. I was disappointed. My son does a great Arnold impersonation, and he totally missed his chance to tell me it is a tumor after I said it wasn't a tumor.
Nice.
Oh.
So we were blasted through there. And this old guy flags us down and starts cursing.
You know, his cameraman isn't any better than his sound people.
I was going to say. Yeah.
And they're not better than him.
Sounds like his cameraman, or looks like his cameraman was somebody picked up on one of these cruises.
And just shouting at us for driving down that road. And it was a county road.
County road.
And I thought to myself, God, what is wrong with this person? And I got really upset with him at first. And the Holy Spirit spoke to me and said, you know, he's going to hell.
The Holy Spirit spoke to you.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, the Holy Spirit spoke to you and told you he's going to hell, and that made you feel good.
Well, I mean,
So
what
you're
is
a
wrong with
person?
what is wrong with this person wearing tight leather shorts and a strapless top? Yeah. What is wrong with this person down this cruising when I'm cruising looking for people down a dirt road?
And here's my thing about the Holy Spirit, which I assume is God, speaking to somebody. It's often about something stupid. Why doesn't the Holy Spirit ever give cures for diseases or, how to make water potable or something like that? No, it's always something stupid. You ever notice that? It really bothers me.
I have noticed that.
Troy Black is one of my favorite ones that has all these stupid things. And every time I don't know why I do it to myself, but I do it to myself. I tune in to see what Troy's talking about today. And it's always, God told me that something stupid. And my question always is for Troy is, when is God going to give us a cure for a disease? When is God going to give us something useful in one of its divine revelations that we've been waiting for all these years, and yet it is talking about what's on Fox News tonight? God has nothing better to do than what's worried about something something very stupid that's on the news channels. This is what God is obsessed about, not diseases, not and especially that affect little children. No. God's worried about something stupid, and it really bugs me that God doesn't give us advice about something important.
Yeah, no, I had the God, Holy Spirit spoke to me today, and it said an unexpected event might cause you to be temporarily separated from a special person in your life.
Oh, you're reading a fortune cookie, are you?
No, that was the Holy Spirit told me that. Look, Dave, come on now. Honestly, you skeptics, you're all the same,
Hey, I would have no problem.
It said money might be on my mind, but don't make any decisions now. That's what it said.
I would have no problem if the Bible was full of cures for diseases and things, but it's not. It's just not. And God had the chance to come to, with Jesus at least, come to this planet in a mortal realm and give us its divine wisdom. Like hey, if you did this, you wouldn't have this disease anymore. And I would really appreciate that God would come down to the planet and do something like that for us. But instead, it tells us something stupid.
Dave.
It's always stupid.
You don't get it. Those diseases are part of his plan because, like, people have to suffer. Otherwise, they cannot become good people for some reason. And, like,
but see, that doesn't always apply because there are people that are cured. There are people that get cures for their disease, for their blindness, for whatever. And everybody else can kick rocks,
Within another minute, I think he's going to start talking about God peeing on a seed, like the frog. I don't know.
Interesting. I think you're slightly wrong there, Dave, because I remember once the Holy Spirit came to me and it said, mild cold symptoms could affect your ability to tend to your chores today. Now, that's directly talking about my health, all right?
Yeah.
So, and it was right. It could have. It didn't, as it turns out. I was able to clean the flat perfectly well. But it could have. So it was right.
Well, since my diagnosis, a lot of people have come out of the woodwork dropping me comments saying, see, this is why you need Jesus. And I reply with, no, this is why I need better technology to cure what ails me, because Jesus doesn't seem to cure anybody except for a very, very select few. And it's a big middle finger to everybody else that had the same ailment, the blind, the deaf, or whatever. That he just cured Bob's deafness, but forget everybody else that's deaf. Screw them. They can kick rocks.
Remember that plane crash in the Andes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think there was like 8 people that survived, right? I mean, if that isn't a miracle, I mean, they had to eat the rest of the passengers, but if that isn't a miracle, I don't know what is.
Well, I often point out that
Dave, on that topic, go look up the song "Thank You God."
Oh,
like it's extremely funny.
Well, that's like I often point out with plane crashes. Simos just said, if everybody on the plane crashes, everybody on the plane that crashed perishes, except for one person, God didn't save them. All those dead people's bodies as a cushion saved them, right? I mean, it's a morbid thought, but what saved them was all those dead bodies. That they had cushion from all those dead bodies. Yeah, and some luck.
But also, like, if they call that a miracle, okay, so God wanted to kill a bunch of people. Okay, good.
And where's the miracle part? The miracle part would be everybody surviving. A plane crashed, everybody survived. But that doesn't happen. It's everybody but one person survived, right? It always seems that somebody had to pay the price. It wasn't a true miracle.
And sometimes that is just a child that was on the plane with basically his whole fucking family. Oh, what a miracle. The child survived and now has to go fucking through life without his family. Like, how the fuck is that something good? Like, holy motherfucker.
Granted, it is miraculous for that person. And you can use a different form of the word, but it's not miraculous for society. It's not miraculous for everybody else. It's not miraculous for the whole family. Like you just said, Brainless, the whole family is gone, but the one person. So it's only, miraculous that person survived. Hey, lucky thing that person survived. But what about its mother and father and brother and sister? And that not so miraculous for them.
Hey, Brainless, is that Tim Minchin that God that song that you mentioned? Okay, I'll post that.
Tim Minchin, it's in the chat. Aunt Jur.
Oh, somebody already got it.
Aunt Jur mentioned Tim, but didn't give a link. Yeah,
I posted a link anyway to him.
There's the link.
Yeah,
Yep.
sorry, I'm making food. Otherwise, I would have looked it up on the YouTube tubes.
Oh, guys, we got to quit pretty quick. I got to quit pretty quick.
Yeah, it's 8:00, and we'll give him one more chance here, and then we'll wrap things up.
Oh yeah, play for another minute till he gets to the part where God pees on you.
Okay.
If God can weep, he can
And
pee.
it broke my heart. I said, God, forgive me. God, forgive me for judging this man's value just because he doesn't know you clearly. No one should have to go to hell, folks. Now, I know a lot of people have chosen, and we can't stop them. But we should do everything we do to pray for them, love them, on opportunity.
Wait.
Now, you're not going to win the war.
Chose to go to hell. Yeah.
Who the fuck chooses to go to fucking hell? Like,
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's like
there's
choosing ice
people that
cream.
don't fucking believe in that stupid shit.
Yeah,
but-
are you going to choose a bowl of ice cream, or are you going to choose a bowl of broken glass? Well, that's a hard choice to make
well,
to
if
choose
I get
between.
to shove it in someone else's face, like for some
Yeah.
people, I'd rather have a bowl of broken glass.
But see, that's not your choice. That's imposed upon you, and that's what hell is. It's imposed upon you. So,
And also, how many people have never heard about the Christian God? Did they choose to go to hell?
mhm.
Like, how fucking rigged is your game if you can only win if somebody ever tells you a particular thing?
And it's assuming the religion too, because there's lots of religions, and nobody has a majority on the religions. All religions are a minority, so you're accepting a minority belief no matter what. Meanwhile, ignoring all the other beliefs that are out there, it's a pre-sup argument. Some deconverted man was very much against. Christianity assumes that they're the only right religion, and everybody else is wrong, which is a fallacy in itself, because how many religions are out there, and one of them could be the right one, or they could all be the wrong one, and saying that yours is right or yours is the only one is wrong. It's just assuming that yours is correct, or
Like we like to say, they can't all be right, but they can all be wrong.
they can all be wrong.
Yeah.
Correct.
And you said Christianity, but which version of Christianity?
And there's another point. Which church? The one across the street that has a completely different view than the one across the street, or on the other corner, or across town, or in another country. There's always that big problem.
World, I know that. Most of us probably won't win a whole lot of people at all. But if you plant a seed, God can water it. I've seen that happen, folks. I used to have a Christian band, and we practiced in my grandma's garage. And I found out years later that a neighbor had gotten saved from listening to our band practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got saved.
You know,
He
the
got
band never
saved
went
from
anywhere.
shooting your ass.
But we still touch people's lives.
Yeah. He's got,
I still can't get people to listen to my music, but that's okay.
he shot himself, but
you
it's
don't know what
okay. He
God
was
can
a Christian.
If you just
Oh, they
plant
have
a
some
seed.
Christian
That's all
music
he's
on
asking
this
you to do. He's
channel.
not asking you to save the world. Just love people. Love them in spite of themselves. Now, that doesn't mean you have to want
But they created the hell thing anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
walk all over you. That's another sermon. But love them anyway. Amen?
Okay, well, there's some good advice. Love them anyways, God. Love them anyways, Jesus. Many will be chosen, or many will be called, but few will be chosen. God.
Oh my God. He sings a song in one of his videos.
Oh, does he? Oh,
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Well,
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, that's beautiful.
And
That's
Okay.
touching. That
We're gonna
gets
have-
me right. That gets me right there, Mike.
Or somebody, maybe no, it's a bald guy.
I tell you what, when he does sing that song, it really shows you what Christianity's all about. Because
Right,
I have
it
to,
converts me.
I have to turn the other cheek. I'm telling you right there.
I found Jesus when I listened to him. Oh, there he is. He's playing his guitar.
I found Jesus.
and
Yeah.
Let's close
I
with
found
prayer.
Jesus
And
earbuds.
also, do they realize
Lord,
that
we love you. We
hell
praise you,
is
Lord.
a
We
later
are
addition to
fearfully
the
and
Bible?
wonderfully made.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's saying a
he's getting
prayer.
serious. He's getting
He must
fucking
be wrapping
serious
things
now.
up.
Lord, help us to see people through your eyes.
Well, through his eyes, people are terrible,
He
murderous in
doesn't
their
have
hearts.
eyes. He doesn't have eyes.
No,
What do you
he
think
weeps
God
and he
is?
can water you. He
All-
can pee too.
Yeah,
What
all
do you think this
deserving of
God is,
hell.
for goodness sake? Oh,
Uh,
learn some theology, man, please.
Yeah, he hasn't read the science books, which was but he's a
He hasn't-
preacher and he hasn't read the Bible.
He hasn't read the Bible.
I mean,
this is what I mean
Oh,
about irreducible
religious-
stupidity.
the most religious people have never read the Bible. I've not read it completely myself, but like my dad read it every night after dinner, and like afterwards I learned quite a bit of other bits.
Well, yeah, you know what
I can look shit up. Like I know certain things. I don't know exactly where it is, but that's why I got the Bible app on my phone.
You know what I have to say to all of this, and this is where I'm going to have to wrap things up. And I figured I teased you all a little bit at the beginning with Brad, and I think we're going to have to play Brad to cheer ourselves up a little bit after this quite depressing thing of listening to this preacher. And so we're going to play a little bit of Brad here, and I hope that puts a smile on your face.
No such thing as an atheist. You guys do not exist. Hey, Answers in Atheism, and that desktop idiot, and that desktop idiot, and that desktop idiot. You're full. See here, dead fly. Dead fly. Millions and billions of years ago, in a galaxy far, far away, nothing exploded. Dead fly. You call me crazy.
Yeah.
Aim of thy destruction. Wait a minute.
I love this guy.
How you call me crazy? Okay.
Smack.
And you know what,
I do
atheist?
think that is kind of funny.
Right.
It is.
And you know what, atheist? Right.
Yeah.
And you know what, atheist? Right.
Stop arguing with us, Brad. Showing off his IQ.
He is a picture of mental health.
Oh, you atheist.
And those that don't know, he changed his hairstyle, his facial hair, and everything else over the course of his videos. It's entertaining. He's got the man bun going right now, in case you haven't noticed.
Self-theist, man of thy destruction. Wait a minute, am I reading the right thing?
Probably not.
On you. That's why I say, hey, have a great time. Hey, there, Answers in Atheism or Atheist, whatever you were. Oh, you atheist, especially that one desktop idiot. And you know
That's
what?
me.
They're atheists.
He loves me.
You're right. Unless the Lord Jesus Christ saves you, you are going to go to hell and burn forever.
Because God loves us.
Oh, because
That's
God
going to
loves
be
me.
it for this little
Oh
video.
my goodness. Okay.
I'm so surprised that people call him crazy.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. I don't know where they get that from. I really don't. I mean,
Yeah, no, like
I just want to read out the conclusion here of the thesis that Mike posted. on my great theory of irresistible stupidity. To
Stupidity.
overcome irresistible stupidity, one must do what the Bible forbids most often: eats the fruit of knowledge and opens one's eyes.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
That's-
oh my God, that's fucking sexy. Like,
Yeah.
oh my fuck God, no, like,
Well, I just had to do it. I mean, see, there he is with the bald head. Yeah. If you don't know anything about Brad, he changes his look quite often. He changes his hairstyles. He changes his facial hairs. I did it several times in my lifetime, but he does it several times in a matter of months. So
is insanity a sin? Oh.
I always picture his wife
speaking in his ear. You know.
I always picture his wife in the next room either cowering or drinking a lot of wine while he's doing this broadcast.
No, she's knocked out after he beat the shit out of her. Oh. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
But we're definitely going to have to revisit Pastor here. I didn't think we would get to the second video, and normally we don't, and we didn't certainly get to the third or the fourth video. Mike seems to have discovered a couple of good ones. And I'd like to know, I have downloaded the icons of evolution. I think that'll be a good video to cover too. So we'll have to take a look at that one. So I will put this one in the queue to revisit.
Yeah, I'd be interested in reviewing some of these books. I don't know.
Wait, he's married? Oh, yeah, he's married. He does Bible studies with his wife. So
who's the guy we had last week? He wrote a book, right? Was that the one that wrote a book, or am I thinking?
They all wrote a book, I think. Last week was, let's see.
Because I bought a book while I was online.
Yeah, you did buy his book. Yeah, you did buy his book. Yeah, if that was last week, yeah, you did say you bought his book. So
yeah, I did. That'd be a good one to review.
Okay. Yeah, and if anybody has enjoyed us reviewing anybody in particular, let me know in the comments or send me an email that says, hey, I'd like you to revisit anybody but Brad, because we've already decided we're not going to revisit Brad. Brad's only good for the video. So if you enjoy the video, we're going to leave Brad where he's at, because he seemed to really want us to review him too much. And he did several videos after we reviewed his, and he seemed like he really, 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 really wanted us to answer him back. And he didn't give us anything to answer back on. He said the same things. Yeah. So we kind of decided no more Brad.
Yeah, that's probably because, like, when you reviewed him, like, he had new content that he could make and new people that would hear about him and come watch him.
Could be. And yeah, we kind of decided, I had a little side vote going, and we decided, no, we're not going to revisit Brad. So that's when I made the video, and that's enough of Brad. But I do have material for almost everybody that we've covered. There's a few that didn't have anything worthy, but almost everyone does, including this pastor. There are some good videos over there. I'm very anxious to see what he thinks are icons of evolution. I think I can name them, but I want to see anyways, because I like to give the benefit of the doubt. And there was also, I had one, I don't even remember what it is now. But I had downloaded 3 or 4 videos along with the one that we watched tonight. So there are ones. So if you do have a favorite, please let me know, or Mike or Simos or Brainless, any of us, let us know what one of your favorites are, and we'll be happy to review it. If we've looked at them once, we'll be happy to look at them again, except for Brad. And with that, we're going to call it a night. Thanks for joining us here at Saturday Night at the Atheist. Please stay tuned. I will be putting some videos out now that I'm sober. I do have a members stream planned I wanted to cover, and I did promise you that I would give some updates on my medical procedures. So if anybody's curious and wants to know what's going on, or just maybe has a similar situation going on, wants to know what is going to be going on with going to the doctor or going to the treatments. Trying to give a little insight into that. I am a little lighthearted. I watched some other people's videos, and to be honest, they were very depressing. Of course, when you get a bad diagnosis from a doctor, it's not always time to be cheerful, right? But my style is different from a lot of folks. So if you want to hear what's going on, that's the idea of my videos, is letting people know what's going on. And if something bad happens to me, if something good happens to me, something's going to take you out in this life anyways. One way or another, something's going to take you out. So you might as well have a good attitude, especially when you're old like I am, and a lot of the folks on the panel here have a lot of years behind us. We do appreciate the time that we've had. And if something's going to take us out, well, something's going to take us out anyways. So at least we know about it. And we do live in a time with great doctors, with great technology, which extends many of our lives well beyond the point that we deserve or would have gotten just a few years ago. So make sure you look forward to that. I will be getting back to doing a weekly show too. I like to do the Night Watch, where I take a look at shorts. But since I've come off the meds, I have been tired. So give me a break, okay? I'm falling asleep in my chair here. Mike asked me one day, is there going to be some tonight? And I said, well, if I'm still awake. Well, sure enough, I was out cold in my chair. And so there wasn't a show that night. So please understand, that's what I'm going through.
Well,
but not that I haven't thought about it. I also have the Grassman coming up too. I've got a story already written about some Ohio critters, and some as well as I've gotten a couple tips on some Grassman stories. So I want to do those too. I just haven't had the opportunity yet. But those things will be getting together as, like I said, I'm more sober now. I'm not on drugs that take me up and down and all over the place. I do, again, want to apologize if I offended anybody recently. Being on a lot of drugs, I might have said something, and I certainly didn't mean anything to anybody. Yes, Tilting Windmills the frog is coming up. I've got the story written about the Loveland frog, so that will be coming out shortly. And
Dave, that Loveland frog, is he also against kinks?
Maybe we should throw in
just like the poor frog
somewhere in there. Maybe I'll AI a photo of how great the frogs are. And in the meantime, though, watch for my shows to be out, and I do plan on putting out what I've said. And with that, Brainless, what's going on with you? What's going on with Slim? What's going on with you?
I don't know. Like Slim needs a bit offline time. Like,
okay,
he does sometimes reply to messages on Discord or Instagram, but like not that much.
Okay.
He needs some time off, and
okay, understandable.
For you, and for you, I thoughts and prayers. I'm like a truckload,
Well, I appreciate it, and best wishes to all the content creators out there. And if you need a break, you need a break. Simos, what's going on with you?
Oh yeah, okay. So this week we've got on Monday 9:00 BST, which is 3:00 in the afternoon in Central Time. I think
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock,
Central
something
Time.
like that.
Yeah.
Whatever Eastern Time, 4 o'clock Eastern. We've got a review on Monday evening. That is a review of the Mexico Grand Prix. This week we're in Mexico, so that'll be fantastic. And then the week after that, I think we're in Las Vegas. But this week is Mexico, so please come by, stop and watch us talk stupidly about the Mexican Grand Prix, which will be very exciting, I'm sure. And then I'm going to try and do an onion as always on Thursday, and I think I've got the topic. I've got the topic, Mike. I think the topic's going to be irreducible stupidity.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
So
Excellent.
please come along on Thursday, which starts at 10 o'clock BST, which is, of course, the same time that this program starts, which is 5 o'clock. Please come along, and it's an open chat, so there'll be a link in chat for people who want to come in and say something, and hopefully we'll see you all there. Thank you.
Hey, Mike.
Well, I'm having a long conversation, like 50 posts so far, with Cbro648 on Rebecca's channel about spliceosome evolution, and we've gotten into the junk DNA topic, and it's really interesting because I think the conversation shows very clearly how his thinking about intelligent design is fucking him up. And I want to do a little content on that. I did a little piece that nobody watched this week with Scott at 7 a.m.
I was there. Now, don't
Well,
say nobody.
You're the only one. I got like 40 views on it, and I was pretty depressed. But anyway, I'd like to go a little bit further into that because it's really interesting how you can see where the thinking is really fucked up when it comes to science. And this guy is really showing but he's intelligent and he's somewhat educated, and it's a good conversation. I appreciate him. I really appreciate this guy. So anyway, that's what I'm up to.
And don't knock yourself, Mike. Your streams are always informative, even if they're on real early in the morning.
Even if nobody listens to them.
Yeah, folks that don't know, Mike likes an early start to his day.
I explain exons and introns real well.
Yeah.
And God damn it, I know I suck, but you could learn something anyway.
Hey, when you're up and at 'em, you can always go back and watch Mike's videos. You don't have to catch him live. You can catch them later, and it's
no. I record these on my YouTube channel. I just want you all to know that.
It's
every day,
worth learning something over.
Lip quivering, tear in my eye. I checked to see how many views I got. It's like, oh, it went up from 48 to 49 this morning. And I was like, so excited. Because I looked at it, because I viewed it. Anyway, okay, that's enough complaint. That's what I'm up to. Good night, guys. Love you all.
Thanks everybody.
Thursday, Mike. Anyway, hope to see you Thursday.
I hope to be there. Okay.
Okay, I'll send links as always.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Thanks everybody for joining us, and thanks everybody in the chat that joined us. Appreciate it very much. Scott is usually with us. Scott said something about moving tonight. I hope everything went well over there.
Yeah.
And Scott will be with us, I'm sure, the next chance he gets, because Scott is a regular, and we wish him all the best. As far as Slim goes, Slim, if you want to come on sometime, you're always welcome over here at the captive desk. What was it? Oh, Austin. Austin too. Austin was busy today. Austin has joined us many times. Austin has been hard at it, getting his degree in the evolution. So he is trying his best to believe in the evolution. So we hopefully
evolution.
We'll hear some more from Austin.
Evolution.
Soon.
She calls me an elder of evolution, which I think is just wonderful. I love it.
And we do like Stephanie. Stephanie and we don't always agree on stuff, especially with evolution, but Stephanie is a good person, and Stephanie will have a good conversation with you, even if she doesn't agree. So I always appreciate that. And if more people did that online, I think it would be a better place. So please, if you disagree with somebody, don't call them names or anything like that. Just say you disagree. And that's enough. It's the point across.
I don't know.
For some people, it doesn't apply.
No, don't call people names because of their opinion, but their behavior.
Can I call them stupid?
Or if they've got a stupid name or a silly name,
Ignorant?
or a name or a name that's easily rhymeable with something very depreciating.
Yeah.
I define stupid as willfully ignorant. These people are stupid.
And don't forget, it is Saturday night, so there's a lot of channels that have content going on tonight. Check them out, show them some love, and tell them the captive desk sent you. Okay. And
Speaking
next
of which,
time go ahead.
Speaking of which, I've got a new name for Stephanie. Missing Mud. Missing Mud, because she doesn't believe in abiogenesis.
Missing mud.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's another one. Yeah, and I will have. I saw your comment, Tilting Windmill, that you're looking forward to the Loveland Frog, and somebody else's comment about the frogs are in chic now. So I should get on that, and as soon as I have the opportunity again, there's been a lot of things going on, including I was working with the boys today. We're trying to finish up this roofing project. They've been hard at it, and I do appreciate their help. I planned on having this done a lot sooner, but life doesn't always agree with what your plans are, and things have been kind of interrupted, but we are making good progress. The roof looks great. We're doing the 3D shingles and everything, so it looks really cool, modern, and up to date. So hope to have it finished soon. 3D shingles. Nobody's doing, hardly anybody's doing the old-fashioned shingles anymore. Everybody's going to 3D. Really? You get a lot more coverage. You get bigger shingles, and they're thicker. So if you get a hailstorm or branches or whatever, it gives more protection for your roof, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. As well as they have the ice and snow guard now to help keep you from water damage and everything, which is great. Great technologies. Even with the simple something as simple as your roofing, the technology has come a long way. So. Appreciate the science behind it.
Or you could build your house out of bricks, and yeah.
Speaking of, they also have. I was watching a video on shingles. They have shingles now that are made with a type of plastic that are even tougher than the old-fashioned asphalt ones. They are a lot more pricier. Hopefully, they'll come down. But yeah, again, with people who live in hail areas, branches, stuff like that, these things are pretty much puncture proof. They're really tough. If you've got the money to cover it, they're the way to go. Hopefully, they will come down in the future. But yeah, the technology has come a long way, even as something that you won't even think about as much as roofing on your house has come a long way, and it does mean a lot. Don't forget. When you have that TV or that stereo or that new furniture and you don't have a leak in your roof, this is a good thing.
And don't forget, if you live in America, you're going to have to put them on yourself because there's nobody else in the country that will still do it. So anyway.
Okay, thanks for joining us for another week of Saturday Night the Atheist. Don't forget, if I am feeling under the weather, the show will go on. Mike has already offered to host the show if I'm feeling under the weather. So one way or another, we will be here for Saturday Night at the Atheist. And until then...
Did I say that out loud?
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
And remember, that question and more will be answered on next week's episode of SNATA.
There you go. And with that, I'm going to play my outro, and we're going to outro it. Let me see.
Bye, guys.
Where's it at? Good night, everybody. Have a good one. Good morning, good day, wherever you may be at. And we'll see you next time.
Tales of lore knocking at the captive desk's door. Legends live within these walls, silent echoes in the halls, books and stories on the floor, knocking at the captive desk's door. Captive desk, hold our dreams, where reality and all myth seems. In conversations quiet flow, the mysteries untold will know. Legends live within these walls, silent echoes in the halls, books and stories on the floor, knocking at the captive text. Nerves wide, as the stories find them